Douchebag's RPG podcast. We get all our game news from douchebags galore. With reckless abandon, we pursue this a hobby. From Michigan to Australia and maybe East Timor. Be it riffs or exalted, GURPS or Dungeons and Dragons, hero, pathfinder, fate or savage lands, evil plots will be usurping, though we could do with less burping. Happy Jack's podcast will be douchebags all.
Ooh, I don't know. Can I say hello yet? Yep. Professional work here. I'm Jason. This is Happy Jacks running the Desert of Despair campaign. Returned!
Yay!
We will be catching up with all our favorite characters and also these people. And and we will see what happens after the deadening of brine.
Yes.
But we have players.
Yes. My name is Kimmy. I am playing Risa. Terharisa is my full elven name, but the other players call me Risa. I am an...
Ask Dave. Text me.
Oh, reconnection successful.
Yeah, I don't see it down
We
here.
need to get a Saturday chip. Oh, there we go. We have internet again.
Hello.
Here, wait 1 second.
I'm unable to open one.
All right. Well, don't worry
Is there
about
one
it.
in
Figure it out.
the house?
Probably.
It's not that big a deal.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
All right, now we're recording. Yay!
We have time.
Hello.
Yeah.
Welcome to Desert of Despair on Happy Jacks. I'm Jason, the GM, and this is partially my creation, the Desert of Despair adventure we went on earlier, something I've worked on and off, but it's set in Eberron, which is a D&D setting from 3.5 edition. They haven't released a 5th edition yet, but Eberron is a setting of high magic, technology, powered by magic, all kinds of fun stuff, and some stuff happened in our adventure, which we'll get to in a recap.
Yep.
But let's talk
Yeah.
to our players.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
My name is Kimmy. I'm playing Risa. Terharisa is my full elven name, but the other players call me Risa. And I am an elf druid. And try to go into the existential stuff? Okay.
Yeah!
All right, so
Yeah.
at the end of our last kind of arc, this is the beginning of our second big arc, we saved this big town of, they were undead, but then we rescued them, so they were sentient undead with choosing their lives and able to live fulfilling lives even if they didn't have a heartbeat or breathing. And to do that, we had to turn undead.
Thank you.
So during that, when we turned undead, we got these cool magic vine powers, probably because we had to eat these magic beans.
Yeah.
Or seeds, or seeds sounds prettier than beans.
We were
Yeah,
Beans
the,
makes
not
me
sure
think
where
of
they
art.
came from,
the
but all of us
seed-
kind of had
frijoles.
different
yeah,
ideas.
the seed of the Kovadish
Yeah.
plant.
Yes. So we got these cool magical vines that my character used to do a lot of really cool magical things. And she thought it was a blessing from her goddess. Arroway, right? And she's the goddess of the forest and plants and stuff. So when we got back, we were given the choice to return to life or continue to be undead, and my character chose to return to life. But when that happened, those magical vines disappeared. So now I'm in crisis. I think, oh, my goddess has left me. She wanted me to make that choice. She didn't want me to return to life. So now I'm a little torn. I have issues at the moment. So anyway,
Yeah.
You're like Natalie Imbruglia.
sure.
You're torn.
Boy,
I like that video.
you can do better.
Hi, my name's Rob.
Yeah, you are.
My character's name, however, is Roger. And I'm a draconic paladin, formerly pirate, that is now... I chose to stay dead. And I'm really trying to remember why. Like that was the.
Well, I think Roger's relationship with Mouse was.
No, that was
no, that
me.
was hers.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Mouse
that's
is
my
cool, but
story.
didn't give really a whole lot of
I
fucks.
also remember that Roger had been particularly inspired by the players.
My
He had-
recollection.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Thank you. So where
Yeah.
my turning point is when we were in the city of Bryan. I think we're all going to do probably a little bit of recap as we do it.
As we should.
Yeah.
I think so.
In the city of Bryan, where we saw the undead army, what really caught Roger, me, was that there were people acting out a play, and I'm like, well, if you're dead, how can you have emotions? If you're dead, how can you have like? And it just really kind of sent me into this big old spiral. So the very fact that part of me becoming a paladin was a little bit of retribution for all the ills that I had done in the past, and I think that this is kind of that next step. So that instead of
It's powerful. That was the bear going.
That was elegant.
yeah, Kimmy used a big bear bottle opener that I'm a little bit afraid of now.
Yeah.
Instead of like just trying to repair ill, I'm actually going to try to make good. Rower. And basically, what I'm afraid of is the people around the world fearing Bryan and fearing the dead walking and having this like knee-jerk reaction to we have to go destroy them because they're abominations. And my perspective is let me show you why they're not abominations by being one of them, one of us. So,
Sure.
Not the best
yeah, okay.
selling tactic.
Well,
For the
fair.
greater good.
yes, exactly. Well, I think his comment was me being
You
the example.
particularly.
Yeah.
No. It was the one of
One
us.
of us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Either way, I'll take it.
Mindless cults.
But I think that there was some of that was for anybody that has just recently jumped on the Patreon or people that are interested in the Patreon. We went through a lot of these reasons why and stuff like that on our sort of final recaps.
Yeah.
So check those out.
Yeah, the player diaries, folks, if you're just tuning in for the first time or you've had never been a Patreon before, I got to read all of them, and they're really good, and they're a fun read. And if you're enjoying the story, I highly recommend you go sign up and read those, because they are really fun to read.
Yeah, and we're doing this for our Masks campaign now.
Yes.
Which, if you want to watch that game, tune in on Monday night.
Unless you're 2 diaries behind, like some people.
Yeah, that's okay.
You'll get there.
It's Rob.
No, I'm not behind.
No, but we're going to blame you.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, cool. All
It's
right.
Rob's fault that I'm behind.
I like
Works.
you behind.
Works. This is Jib, and I play Breland of Oladra, who is a priest of Oladra, the goddess of fortune and feasts and things that are really all about life. And so when put in that position, Breland was very not happy during the whole we had to be undead thing.
Oh, he was very happy.
He was very not happy about things at that point. And so it was not at all difficult for him to choose returning to life when that opportunity arose.
Well, it wasn't a choice then at that
No,
point.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
There really was no choice.
Yeah.
But the problem that Breland is having is that he does consider the undead to be an abomination.
He is still not.
I mean, I understand
Yeah.
that they still have, some essence of their being, but in his mind, they have been denied life. What they have is a pale shadow of existence that is not life, and that they would all be better off in the afterlife.
Sarah and Roger still love you, even though you're wrong. So.
Well, I don't know that he's...
No, but I know.
I don't know that he's wrong.
I'm just
I was
teasing
actually
him.
just thinking about that. I'm like, how does this affect me to the afterlife? Do I care if it does or not?
Because I will tell you that in Breland's mind,
interesting.
and at this point, you don't get to go to the afterlife.
Maybe I'm okay with that.
Or maybe
I don't
Breland's
know.
wrong.
And maybe
no,
Breland's,
Breland's never been wrong, guys. Come on.
and maybe Breland is wrong, but that is. But there are people that Breland cares about that are in that situation, and he doesn't want them to be.
Right.
And so that's.
What was your Roger's bond with? I know what yours is with Roger, but what was your bond with Breland?
If I recall correctly, I have it, but it was I respect him.
Yes.
Oh, it's earned my undying loyalty.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even if
Cool.
he is racist,
Yeah.
then it's
Statist.
status.
Yeah. I
Status.
don't know if it's yeah.
Specious.
Breland just thinks that they are all suffering, even if they don't realize it yet.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
He knows
fascinating.
I think it's fascinating too.
Well,
Yeah.
do you know, or was that everything we need to know about Breland?
Yep.
Okay.
He's grumpy.
He's not grumpy anymore though. And didn't Roger
He's
give him
half
a little
grumpy.
kick in the pants?
He's conflicted, but he's trying to not be grumpy.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't know how to talk with Ladra otherwise.
Interesting.
Aladra.
Yeah,
Seriously.
because Oladra's the party god.
you gotta,
Got us. Yeah.
yeah. Your guy needs
That's
a
my
shout
party goddess.
She's the
yeah.
God's gone wild.
out. He needs a raspberry or nana berry of motivation. So please give him one in this gym.
He's
of
got
life.
motivation. I'm just not sure anybody wants him to turn it loose.
Let's
Go
catch
for
up
it.
with Gina's
Okay.
character.
I'm Gina. I play Zara von Strad, who is a draconic sorceress, red dragon bloodline. She used to be an inquisitive in Sharn. So she's kind of got that sort of vibe still going on.
Which is kind of a PI, right?
Yes,
like a
exactly.
investigator,
Yeah, it's like we kind of like the shortcut to her, which I didn't really realize when I was creating the character, is like Jessica Jones, because
Yeah.
she is totally her arc kind of in that first series. That I don't think she's completely there. She's not healed, but she is kind of like an assault survivor. Because her draconic bloodline asserted itself later in her life. So she, as far as she knows, isn't necessarily part of this great lineage, or she doesn't know why. But it obviously when she performs magic, it asserts itself, and she felt very taken control of. So the brain situation really resonated with her with regard to these people that are not making this choice. Someone's making that choice for them. Right. So regardless of how happy they are, how whatever, you shouldn't get conscripted against your will.
No.
But she had some pretty powerful sort of growth, I guess, in the last couple games in the last arc. So she became, for reasons she doesn't fully understand, very attached to an undead street urchin named Mouse, and has subsequently sort of adopted or taken her under her wing. I don't know that you could fully co-opt Mouse, because Mouse is
Mouse is mouse.
Yeah, Mouse is like sprite-ish, sort of, a little
feral.
magical. Yeah, we decided kind of non-binary because we're just
40th level
but
sorcerer.
she
Magical.
loves her.
Yeah.
I think and feels very protective of her in a way that she didn't feel that she was capable of. Not even withstanding her booty calls with Roger, who she also has some feelings
Zara's
for.
booty calls, not
Yes,
Mouse's booty
not
calls.
Mouse,
That's weird.
no.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it.
But Roger also kind of said some things to Zara in the last session that really resonated with her and made her kind of push through some of.
What were some of those things? Do you remember?
Yeah, he told her. I think it was just like that who she was now, and that she had power, and that the person she was still there in some respect. Like I don't think she ever shared with anyone the way she was feeling about having her own personality kind of squashed. But obviously they had some moments of closeness, intimacy, and just as traveling companions, I think he kind of started to see past her brusqueness and it's kind of all about the money and let's get the job done and this is bullshit. These people need to be freed, and
So it sounds like you need to roll provoke and give him influence. Oh no, sorry,
Yeah.
wrong game.
No, 100%. Yeah. Because there were at least 2 sessions that some stuff happened with Zara that made her feel like she wasn't dead. Like she was feeling like her personality was really it's like the Purple Man thing. That's why I was like, oh, this was kind of unintentional.
Yeah,
but
it's a big challenge to both those characters.
and she had no vines initially for several sessions. So
Or she didn't think she did.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so she felt very unworthy. And then there was a couple, like a session or so before the end, we had to create that scroll. And she was able to, and the mechanics supported it, but it just kind of worked out, and it was great GM narration that she was able to kind of solve this puzzle that they had collaboratively been working on to open this portal to go
awesome.
get to this necromancer. And as she's doing it, she's creating this ruin, and these vines kind of appeared, and it just
It triggered.
yeah. And she started to feel like this is just, and then this was also I think very brilliant GMing. So in the end, it's good choices.
Who's jamming?
In the moment. Yeah, it's this guy. It's the Murhawk guy. So in the end, when we got back, Zara also decided that she was going to stay undead, but she did so because she asked Mouse. Mouse didn't necessarily have a choice, and if Mouse had wanted to not be in her present state, she would have pushed, who was our elven lady?
Tazira.
Tazira.
Yeah.
She would have
Queen
pushed.
Tazira herself, the queen of the Aeronal elves.
She would have asked to have the undo on Mouse versus herself, but Mouse very kind of presciently was like, well, I figure this is who I am now. This is who I am. And that just was pretty powerful to Zara, because not just the undead state she was in, but it's like, this is who you are now.
Yeah.
Like, maybe this was supposed to happen. It doesn't mean that you're not there. This is who you are now. So it's really good.
It may not have been the direction, and I mean, I think the same is probably true with everybody in Brian. It may not have been the direction that they would have chosen. However, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed those moments as well.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I think it's one thing that's important to point out about the setting in Eberron is that there is a precedent for undead beings, which is the Aeronal elves.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about those just a little bit?
Yeah, so the Undying Court on the Aeronal Island, home of the Aeronal Elves, undead, just conceptually in the whole world of Eberron, is mostly gross and bad, but to those who are trained in either clerical or wizardry arts, it's fairly well known that it's not automatically evil. Like, there's a whole nation that had to fight in this previous war that resulted in a massive weapon going off and a bunch of people being dead. But they conscripted all of their soldiers and then conscripted them again after they died. And it wasn't a secret. That everyone in the country knew, like, well, yeah, we're a small country and we need more fighters. So raise them up again, and we'll have more army.
Well, and I think that one of within the Eberron setting, there's an entire area called the Mournland, and correct me wherever I go wrong on this, but my understanding is that there's like just crazy undead roaming around it, effing shit up.
Actually, it's crazy magic, right? So it's not necessarily undead or necromantic magic. The Mournland is anomalous magic, right? Anything could happen. You could walk in there and a spell itself could take form, like the spell of Fireball could become a person, and somebody could walk in there and their bones turn to stone, for no reason other than you're in the Mournlands, so maybe don't go in there.
Yeah.
It's a wild magic area. It's storms of magic. There's a mist all over the area, and it's very dangerous if you go in there. Basically, no one knows what will happen if you go in there. So you could fly very high. You could fly over the Moorland. But if you get too low, you might hit a dead magic zone in the Moorland. And airships only fly with magic. They're not like big blimp zeppelins. They're held up by spells. And if you hit a null magic zone, boop, down you go. So the Moorlands are an interesting anomaly, largely brought about the end of this, years-long war. Years and years and years this went on. Actually, generations, sorry. So there's generations of war. Lots of people, we're not totally sure why they were fighting. They just knew, we hate that country and we're going to fight them. The morning of, so when this explosion went off and created the Moorlands that eradicated the country of Breland, I think. I'm pretty sure it was that country that was wiped out.
No, Breland's still around.
It's well, anyway, we can look it up.
Yeah,
But
I was gonna say
the Breelish, I think, lost their capital or something. Then it was some massive component to that country. But that ended the wars because nobody really knows why it happened, right? No one's taken responsibility for it. There aren't even good accusations of who did it, so that's unknown. But also, just the reason why we brought up the Aeronal elves is the elves are already very long-lived, and what they will do is they have so long to learn and become wizards and master all this magic, they will often study the necromantic magic and learn how to preserve themselves even after death. Basically like a lich, but they're good liches.
Yeah.
So they convert themselves so that they can watch over their family lines for another 1,000 years, and
Okay.
or forever,
Yeah.
theoretically.
Yeah.
But they're the Aeronal elves are the primary purveyors of. Not all necromancy is bad, right? There's a way that this can be okay. Even from the point of view of, if you want to be a necromancer so that you can battle other necromancers and like undo all their summonings and things like that. That is a facet of being a necromancer, is the anti-necromancer.
Got it.
So the study of necromantic magic is not automatically shunned. They teach it in the big universities. It's not a thing. I mean, it's many of the necromancers are maybe fit the stereotype of the greasy black hair and the going around
The goth kids.
yeah, the goth kids. They're the
Yeah.
goth kids, but they're not automatically shunned. They're it's more complicated than it is in other D&D settings.
Got it. Okay.
For me.
Right. Not for certain people. Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so we won.
Yeah. So the recap.
Did.
I think we should probably take turns on this recap because there's a lot. Start from the beginning. No, there's too much.
I was gonna say
Sum up.
if you want to.
Yeah,
I was
I'll
gonna
do
say
that.
we can interject.
we did
Sure.
we did a lot of we
Yeah.
talked about a lot of it already.
Okay. So the town of Brine had been suddenly turned undead. Several thousand people. The city of Karazosh is in the desert near Brine. Brine is the coastal city that serves as Karazosh's port, because Karazosh is also backed up by
It's like
a
100
mountain range.
100 miles away or something.
Yeah, well, it's
Island of Welldown.
on the island of Welldown, tucked away in the Thunder Sea, and it is not a huge metropolis. It's not the New York of this world. That's Sharn, over on the main continent. But here, this is a thriving metropolitan city of Karazosh, made comfortably wealthy by the gems mined out from under the desert, and that has earned it the name of the Emerald City. It's often called that. Brine serves as their port. It's a couple days across the sands with the caravans to get back and forth. Camels and carts and all that. It's a very sort of Arabic feeling to the setting, and to whatever images that brings up. Although, should say, the ruling family of Karazosh is a family of half-orcs, Arabic half-orc features, and so that's the context there. So anyway, Brine was made undead, and in the process there was a field of death over it. Anything entering that field would instantly become undead, and under the thrall of the wizard who was controlling these people. So
it wouldn't become undead if you weren't already dead or undead.
right.
It would kill you.
you'd just be dead.
Yeah, so you're not like walking dead magically, like you would have died completely.
Yeah. So that was awkward.
Hard to deal with.
But it turned out, with the help of the Aeronal elves, our heroes were able to be made partially, mostly undead, and they had a timeline through which the magic would last, and they could remain safely undead-ish, and they were able to infiltrate the town as undead. Nobody thought to question them because if you're here, you're undead and you're part of this army because the wizard was in control of everyone. But the people were not entirely mindless. They were mindful, in fact, and creative and interesting, and not. They were not just slaving about doing the one thing. Anyway, course of events through several episodes that you can go back and listen to. The heroes subvert the wizard, wreck all his plans, and take him out. Now, in the process, at the end, they had the opportunity. It was pretty easy to adjust his magical circle and the runes and the power that he was drawing from. They could have wiped out the entire town of Brine in that process and survive. Or they could just let it dissipate and the town of Brine as a city of undead would persist. And they allowed that to happen. Similarly, the city of Karazosh, very grateful because if this army had marched on Karazosh, Karazosh would have lost. Hands down, almost no chance of survival.
Well, and didn't they annihilate, at some point there was an elven village that was...
Well,
Yeah.
so that was up in the past.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that wasn't necessarily, that was part of the army, but it was more of like undead storm giants and stuff like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
they had picked up along the way.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like that this necromancer
Yeah.
didn't start, like he came from somewhere
Yep.
with his little
That is true.
circle of
Yeah.
badness.
He arrived with 3 barges of undead.
Yeah. So that's what I would be interested to see is where's the rest of this? Is there another army? Is there an army
Yeah.
poised to march on Sharn? Is there something along those
Yeah,
lines?
did this feel like another Great War? Does it, is there something going on?
Well, he wanted it to be, but you guys didn't want him to for some reason.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Anyway, that was resolved. The city of Karazosh, the Sultan, bestowed title and lands on each of you,
Yeah.
and pretty much everyone gave them up. So you're also made quite wealthy, and
Yeah.
so you can manage that however you like as well.
I kept title. I
Okay.
have my family working the lands.
Oh, okay. So you've invited your
You
family.
enslaved your invited your family, sorry.
I
Whatever,
was
they're
gonna
half-dragons.
do something similar because
They're dragonborn, not half dragons.
I think she gave
There's
her
a difference.
her lands to Mouse, but can the title be passed down, or is it
If you adopt Mouse as your child,
Okay.
yes,
okay?
that is doable.
Cool.
So I guess that's the question. The next question:
Cool.
do you
How-
adopt Mouse as your
I
child?
would totally straight up adopt Mouse if she was cool with that, so that I could, in some ways, provide for her and make sure she's.
What's the legality here? Because technically, okay, so she might be 10 in now, but technically now she's ageless.
Well,
So which one? So where's
Yeah.
consent lie?
that is a big
Well, I would
complicated
ask her
question.
because-
I thought the question I thought you were going to ask was, can a dead person inherit?
Oh, that see
and
that
hold
okay.
title? But
That's part 2.
In Karazosh is trying to lead the march of like dead people
Yeah.
are people too, and
Yep.
trying to do the Sultan
Deadheads.
is doing that. There is a lot of dissent in the city. Plenty of people are like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But they do have to put up with Brianish caravaneers coming into the city and dropping people off, and people are using the port, although not very many people are using the port right now. Now that word has gotten out, people are like, let's go the other way. There is no other way. Crap, what do we do? That's
Yeah.
so Karazosh is suffering a little bit
Well-
right now because they're not getting the full run of supplies, and the supplies they do get have to come from the east, either Corinthia or inland in the island. They're getting things shipped over, but island goods are expensive because normally they're exported for a lot of money.
That's
So-
why Hawaii is always
Yeah, exactly.
$5 milk.
Exactly.
At the end of the last game, like part of the Patreon thing, whatever, was my last point of order was to try to send out like a bunch of missives, like almost like Saint Roger's
Oh, yeah.
letter to the Corinthians or whatever, about kind of like this thing that's going on. Winners get to create the historical narrative, that kind of thing, talking about
So
all
do
the
wieners.
all the yes, I like Wiener Schnitzel. After all the positives and everything that
I worked there
the
for 2
people
years in high school, so
Oh,
Brian did, you did what?
I worked at Wiener
Wiener
Schnitzel in high
Wiener
school.
I'm
Schnitzel.
so jealous.
No,
Yeah.
it's gross.
she's like, yeah, fry bats. No.
All right, continue. I don't want to think about it. I'm hungry. I'm going to eat this.
Chili cheeseburger. So basically talking about all the positives that were pro-offered from this experience, and then, yeah, they might be dead, but they are dead, kind of
Yeah.
a thing. And so has enough time passed where there'd be any reaction to that, or?
Well, the other question we have to answer is how much time has passed.
Yeah.
Because you guys are in a very comfortable position where not much time, or it could be a couple months as
There's
to
not a we,
mirror
buddy.
our real world.
There's not a weeb.
There is.
How much time has passed?
No. This is on you guys because I have several different story ideas and it depends on how much time has passed.
Which one do you
the
like the
rails
most?
are off, my friend.
No, I don't believe it. Nope. You've been telling us what to do for way too long, sir.
Yeah. So,
I don't want like too much time
Me
to
too.
pass. I don't want it to be like yours.
No, because I like the fact that we had some character growth, and I don't know. This was a really fun game for me too, with the RP traces all the PCs made and the players in the game.
Yeah. So we've
And
got so just want to kind of
Yeah.
recap in my head. So 2 undead players now.
Yeah,
1 living player who regrets not staying
Yeah.
undead, and 1 living player who thinks everybody who's undead is technically doomed and is
Yeah.
feeling really bad about his friends being undead.
yeah.
It's just-
And wants to still destroy the town.
yeah.
No,
No.
I don't
Oh,
want to
okay.
destroy the town. I want to save the. I want to save the people.
it reminds me
Is it
of
saving through destruction?
Not the town necessarily. The buildings are worth a lot.
Well, sorry.
He hasn't maybe.
Breland is struggling with this
Like,
because
how do you save them?
because Breland wants to bring them back to life, to
Okay.
full life.
To full life.
But if that's not possible, then they should be freed to go to the afterlife.
Well, then this sounds like don't play before you play. That's a sort of.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, I mean,
So
we'll
because I'm
get
like
into
this
some of it,
no, because this sounds like some awesome in-game sort of
which
stuff
we will
too.
want to get for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think you have good thoughts about this, and
Yeah, I think that's
if you
one-
shared them with the characters, there would be.
Yeah. I think that's a big reason I don't want to skip ahead years.
Yeah,
'cause
me
I-
too.
We do years, and
You want to
supposedly
deal
all
with
this
the
stuff-
complication of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm voting for short amount of time.
Okay.
Well,
too.
maybe like
couple
maybe
months?
a few
Jason?
months, maybe.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jason?
What do you?
No more than a couple of months.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
cool.
so in my mind, if I can get my family to come over and they can start running things, I can be like, all right, cool, I'm out.
Yep,
I'll
all
see
right.
you guys later. I need to go.
What's
spread the word.
Rogar's last name?
Ergrak.
Yep.
Ergrak.
Okay, so these are the Airgrac. What? How do you
No, that was my first name.
Oh.
Aragrax was my first name. Rogar,
Rogar.
is my last
Oh, okay.
name.
So
It
these are
is.
the
I thought it
Rogar
was your
family
first
lands
name. Yeah.
now. So
Gotcha.
they didn't.
Rogarians.
Yeah. So they didn't have lands before.
I mean, everybody was kind of part of a village, like the way
Sure.
that Dragonborn. It's it's still very much it takes a village.
Yeah.
But it was in kind of like a swampy, crappy area, and there
Sure.
was like a little bit of war going on, and there was some stuff. So I'm like, look, guys,
Yeah.
this place is a little bit safer. It's a little bit easier. You can take the
Get
benefits
thee away from me.
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, I
I
know, that
can't
was
reach,
the-
and I'm not gonna keep eating it. Hopefully.
There were the you have the benefits of status here.
Yeah. So
Like-
would some of the non-Rogar
Yeah,
Dragonborn have come too?
So my family isn't happy with me,
Uh-huh.
and hasn't been since I went on a life of.
Piracy.
well, what do they
you know,
think about
yeah.
you being a Lord of Karazosh?
That's a good question. I don't know. I offered it to them.
Yeah.
I've written them letters of kind of apology.
Yeah.
Kind of apology.
So more of
Screw you. I'm a lord now.
well,
Sorry.
no. It was more of you know what I did. I know what I did. That's
but-
the past.
But you're trying to make amends.
Yeah,
So
that's what it is.
Are they going to think, well, we're suspicious, but this looks like you're taking a step in the right direction?
Well,
They
I'm
might.
trying to better them. I'm trying to help themselves better themselves.
So, in your lands, did you want a mine of some kind? Did you want a ranch, a farm? And this is like ranches or farms, by the way. You're like there's a whole section of the desert that belongs to you. It's not one farm. It's the kind of thing where the Lord would probably live in the city and have tenant farmers
Yeah.
or ranchers
They
or
totally
whatever.
raise alpacas.
And slave family members.
Yeah, whatever.
They,
your
they
land.
make wine.
That's a good question. So for
It's like a vineyard.
From in my head, a dragonborn having the penchant of a dragon, like shiny stuff, likes, kind of the glittering, the horde thing. But working in a mine is hard.
Yeah, but you don't have to do it.
Oh, but they do. I'm gonna give them the great outdoors. I'm gonna ranch it.
Okay, ranches.
I'm like a Californio.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and it probably would look like, because this is the desert close to the mountains, it probably actually would look a lot like our valley.
The
like
pastoral
yeah.
region of California between Mexican rule and American rule.
Yeah.
Cool.
So lots of wide open lands. You can see the city from pretty much everywhere, because remember, it's like a mile up in the air, and you're on a flat desert for the most part. So, and Breland's lands went to the church.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you have picked a particular area or type of lands, or just let the church
Farmlands.
Okay, so the church has got farmlands. Great. The Church of Eladra was also the patron church of Karazosh, you'll recall.
Oh,
it's,
that's
it's
right.
like the number one. In church row of the 9.
That was number 2, because Baylor was number 1.
Oh,
yeah.
Baylor. My
Oh,
mistake.
yeah.
My mistake. Baylor was at the end of the row. Eladra was to the
Your
right
dude?
hand of Baylor.
Baylor,
Valinor.
Valinor.
Balinor, yes. Baylor's
Baylor's a different thing.
Greyhawk, I think, right?
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Anyway, Balinor is the patron god of Karazosh. Eladra sits at his right hand. Karazosh they ship it, right?
Yeah.
Karazoshians ship Balinor and Eladra, but that's not in the pantheon.
Sorry.
That's not official in the pantheon. But the headcanon of Karazosh is that those two are shipped, and they love it. So Eladra is the second favorite goddess. And having a whole bunch of farms at their disposal is incredibly beneficial. And that's definitely the kind of thing they would want anyway. They're like, cool, let's feed everyone. That's our mission.
Would they take the land and sell it?
No, they would work it.
Okay.
Yeah, they would put tenant farmers out there and do all that. And also brew. I'm sure they're
That's
brewing.
where the raids are.
Brewing.
Yeah.
So we were given a lot of money as well, right?
Yes.
Do we know how much money?
Lots.
Okay.
I
Basically,
don't know.
I'm going to take half of it,
Okay.
and I'm going to arrange for a multi-faith church abbey to be built on those lands.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Great. How about as their brewery?
That's super cool.
We could like combine that, and that's their.
It's like a congregation.
It's like a visitor center. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a place for people to go to center of. The idea is it'll be the center of this area.
Cool.
So you have to travel through the Eladrin farms and come to the cool building that's for.
How close to the road is it from the mountain pass?
Yeah, it could be over near where you guys fell out of the mountains, basically.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Okay.
That's cool. I like that.
Awesome. This is all good stuff. So Roger has the Rogar family lands. And by the way, I have no idea how the court titles would work here, so I'm just using lords and ladies.
Cool.
That works.
That's going to have to be good enough.
Yeah.
Breland, church stuff. I'll remember. No, I won't. But I wrote it down. I'm going to pretend like I'll remember, and then I'll ask you next time.
Cool.
What is...
Only there was a recording he could reference.
I know.
That'd be cool.
I know.
Or
and
a
I take
video.
notes.
Video.
If we had technology.
Or a forum?
Well,
I have
we'll
notes.
just have to do
So
without.
that's good.
Yeah.
So what is happening with Zara von Strahd's lands?
Zara wants to put the lands in Mouse's name.
Oh, right.
But she's probably going to use the money to establish, like, can we say it's like a vineyard of some sort?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
So-
definitely. Up close to the base of the mountains,
Yeah.
probably right next to the church's lands.
Is there by
Yeah.
any chance a mesa there?
Maybe?
Because
Yeah.
you could make Zara Mesa wines.
Zara Mesa.
Is that,
Zaka Mesa. Zara Mesa. But she would want, because she would utilize the money to kind of get that going so that there is some sort of earning to be had from the land, so
Yeah.
that in perpetuity and whatever
Well,
Mouse
and
decided to do with it.
Mouse is going to need like a staff. Like she can't manage all that.
Well, and for all
They-
intents and
they can't.
purposes, unless massive harm comes to us, we are
She don't have to sleep.
kind of immortal. So, and hopefully no harm would befall her because she's not going to go adventuring, young lady.
That would never happen.
Right? Yeah. No. Yeah. But what I would also want to do is find someone who, was it a sultan? Sultana? No. What was
yeah,
her?
the Sultan.
It was the
Fadia.
Sultan.
Yeah.
Fadia. I would ask if there was someone she trusted to be sort of the person who could run the household, and also so that Mouse could stay there and.
Well, possibly
Yeah.
a good candidate would be the woman who didn't get to go with you guys because you were like,
princess.
nope, no strangers. Yeah.
Would she be a-
The eldest daughter is Princess Madia.
Okay, that's
And
right, Madia.
She is also trained as a monk, and monks
Yeah.
and wine go together great.
Okay. No, that
According
would
to Jackie Chan movies.
that would be excellent.
In
So
history.
Oh, well, yeah.
yeah, no, and I totally that would be the sweetest architecture too. It's just that, yeah,
Cool.
that
All
would
right.
be awesome.
So that's she's kind of she's gonna be a guide for her until she's an adult. I
Well,
guess.
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
when does that happen?
Yeah.
When she's 18.
Well, yeah, because here's the
When
thing,
is she
though,
18?
guys, we don't know if they still grow, or
That
is
is a
there
question on the
like,
table.
or is it, and can they procreate? Is there an ability we don't know about? So
Well,
we don't know.
Some of them, their bits have fallen off. So
True. No, and it seems like yeah. Or is that going to happen?
Yeah. Or
Are
do
people
they
gonna
not
start
procreate that way?
decomposing?
Maybe they just
Yeah.
bump their auras
Yeah.
together and
They say Wonder Twin powers
Yeah.
activate, and
That
then
must
there's
be
a
what
little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
If
there's
they
a little.
procreate, how much does that change your perspective on the
Hugely.
possibility?
Yeah.
Hugely.
Hugely interesting.
Or are they
Need to
gonna
experiment.
Are
You
they
know-
going to go
What-
extinct within a generation?
I don't want to know about any
because-
experiments that you and Zara are doing.
you know what's funny? I've run
All the undead.
I've run
He
this
thinks you
this
protest too
module probably I think this is the 4th or 5th time I've run it.
Yeah.
No one has ever pondered can they procreate. There's been a lot of different endings to this. and People have
Mm-hmm.
handled it in lots of different ways. And no one has ever said, but can they procreate? And I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to think about
Because
that.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
we don't know, and this has been I don't know weeks.
No, it's not based on chance.
Yeah, flip a coin.
I have a gut feeling, but I'm going to have to sit with it, and we'll
Cool.
know more.
Does that mean you need to go to the bathroom?
No. It's unrelated.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
But
We
I'm-
really just need to like write Kevin Baker and ask him, hey,
Keith
Keith
Baker.
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 That's right, sorry.
Yeah.
Keith Baker.
Yeah.
Who Jason had dinner with?
Yeah.
That's true.
They're
What, you
BFFs
didn't
now
ask him when you
forever.
guys were having dinner?
It didn't come up.
Do the
Yeah.
undead
Didn't come up.
procreate?
I mean,
Yeah.
these are non-canonical undead as well. Like,
Yeah.
these don't meet any other.
What's
Format.
He liked the idea, maybe they're canonical now.
MADYA, MADIA, Madia.
Her Madia is just Madya,
What? Okay. Cool.
but the Sultan's is spelled a little different.
Okay.
So, so actually, one of the things that, before we get to Risa and what she's doing, probably planting a bunch of trees.
Actually,
Yeah,
That's
yeah. I asked Madia to try to follow us because I know she wanted to come, and I wanted the backup. When we got back, I kind of give her the.
Well, her mother had ordered her to respect the wishes of the group. She didn't follow.
But it wasn't the whole group's wishes.
Well, that she went with the majority, and
Okay.
and,
You
and what
wanted
was
her?
the vocal public wish?
Okay.
She's a Madia's and Fadia they're both kind of by the book people.
Okay. All right.
rule followers.
Yeah, I mean monks are rarely chaotic anyway. It's a good fit for her.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I tried.
Cool.
Yeah, I thought a lot about that whether she would, because I know she wouldn't want to because it's against the rules. But
But
yeah,
if you really wanted to,
yeah.
so.
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
about that a long time. And
Risa.
what happens with Risa's lands?
She's gonna keep them, but she's gonna keep them as a nature preserve. So
Got to keep it a little wild.
yeah, completely wild.
More like desert preserve or try to get closer to the mountains again? Or
Yeah, she'd probably try and get closer to the mountains.
Okay.
If she's given desert lands, and she'll keep them as they are, like natural.
I mean, there's lots of critters in the desert too.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
There are occasionally giant worms, not like Dune, the giant worms, but like the size of a car,
Yeah.
giant worms, which
Yeah.
are
Like
dangerous.
tremors.
But they don't just like swallow your wagon whole.
Yeah.
But there are lots of critters out in the desert that people do. There's scorpions and spiders and vultures and hawks and all that kind of stuff. So there's a whole ecosystem there. But it's up to you where you want a nature preserve.
Yeah, probably like partially both. Like probably part of the forests, and then also going down into the deserts. Like, they were probably really happy to give her a bunch of hillsides that nobody really wanted to farm
Yeah.
anyway. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, so it's a nature preserve. There's also like rumors of like poachers and stuff who go into the area who just are never seen again.
Sure. Because,
Yeah.
that's not okay.
Yeah. So, and she probably just like lives out there, like in the wild. She probably comes into town once in a while, but she hasn't built a fancy house anywhere that anybody knows of, and she hasn't. She lives in the forest.
Or there's a treehouse
Or there's-
somewhere
yeah,
that
there's
no
some-
one's seen.
Right, but it's not like there's no giant fancy mansion anywhere or anything. And then she just kind of roams and lives out there, and then sometimes she misses people, comes back in and visits, and then leaves again.
I'm picturing her like harvesting vines and like
Wrapping them around.
trying to wear them. Like
That was the first 2 months.
yeah, yeah.
Second
Wait,
2 months was just
Hoping.
yeah,
crying.
there's a montage scene of her like grow.
It's like Castaway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sort of.
Well said.
One of the things I didn't realize we got as much money as we did. I want to see if I can go take a significant portion of it and rebuild the Mountain Pass Trading Center,
Yeah.
and then also take a significant percentage.
Oh sure.
On
Oh,
the
so
back end.
you're now the mayor of the Mountain Pass. Hey,
Not
you know what?
not that. Just I'm the VC of the Mountain
Yeah,
Pass.
yeah. I mean, if you pay to build it, then yeah, I don't
You're on the
think.
board of directors. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in
Angel
Karazosh would
investor.
have a problem with that, but I think several lords are like, allow us to help you with that. And
Yes.
they force you to make them, let them help you. But
Look, again, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But I just want constant stream of income
yep,
coming in
Yep.
for the family and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
yeah.
Oh,
And
I-
a statue of yourself in the square. No? Okay.
No, it's we did the giant. The stone giant's
Yeah.
still there.
Yeah,
The
the
storm giant.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
stone
the tree.
Oh,
storm.
Well, it's a tree.
It's a tree. That's right. It
storm
was a
giant tree.
Yeah, it was a storm giant tree.
Yeah.
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 We also, I had slacked you, I think, about that Zara would have either asked to replace or paid to replace her staff that she destroyed.
Oh yeah, that would be an epic amount of money to
Yeah.
acquire a staff of power like
Yeah.
that. So, yeah, that would be appropriate for that
Okay.
level of wealth. The level of wealth you could think in terms of like you could buy a ship, and start a shipping concern. Like buy a ship, hire all the sailors.
Oh, wow.
Get a cargo. It's that level of wealth, right? Now you couldn't buy half a dozen ships, but you know,
started on your first
yeah,
one.
just so you know, like that's the kind of money we're talking
That's
about.
a lot.
It is a
Okay.
lot of money,
Yeah.
right? On top of the income from your lands and all of that, it's
Yeah.
Okay.
just, just if there's something you want to buy in the book, let's look at it. We'll see if it's available. There's very few things you wouldn't be able to afford. All
Okay.
right,
Well, yeah. And I just mostly wanted to replace.
You got it for you.
the staff of power.
Yeah. Well,
You gave
because
most of your money up, right?
I
what it-
think
I destroyed it.
that may be an issue of we have to order it from Sharn, or you
Okay.
need to go to Sharn and pick it up.
Okay.
But I don't think anyone on Welldown would have one
And I could see that.
because they're very
Well, that's what I
rare.
was saying. I think she would have made arrangements, however that is, with either the Sultan or,
Well, we're going to say it's
Montgomery Ward's catalog.
on its way.
Cool.
Or you may not want to do that because you're going to have to ship them a butt ton of money and then hope they ship it back to you.
Right.
So
Well, maybe if they got the money on receipt of delivery, they would have a person who's crafting, like an acolyte or
Half
a,
up front to cover materials, half on
yeah,
delivery.
Yeah. They'll come
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
actually craft it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably makes more sense, which will take some time. But
Sure.
so we're going to say that craftsperson is at your villa and working constantly and is about 90% done.
Cool.
But they're working away. There was a lot of trouble of, like, first of all, finding an enchanter who would want to come to Brine, because everyone's heard of Brine now.
Yep.
And
In a positive way. Everyone's heard of Brian in a positive way.
everyone has developed their own opinions.
Everyone's heard of Brian in a positive way.
We gotta do a Farm Aid.
Have you
concert
have you
for Brine.
written a song about Brine?
Yeah.
No, I don't do songs.
Our new bard.
It's all oratory.
We
Okay. Have you
are-
written
I've
a
written
a
missives.
spoken word piece?
Yes,
Okay.
and I've extolled the virtues
All
of
right.
Brian.
I'm gonna throw that out later.
Oh, sure. Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
think we have a pretty good idea of where everyone's gone with their rewards and what happened. Also, we've leveled up to level 11.
Yes.
Yeah.
These ones go to 11.
I think that's the highest level I've ever been in D&D.
Oh, yeah?
But you started at 8,
I know.
so you're like 4.
Well, yeah. But still.
But with powers.
It counts.
It's kind of cool to have powers.
It
It is.
yeah.
It is cool to have powers.
It's-
And money, apparently.
Yes.
It's really like, just a different way to play. Like,
It
level
is.
1 is super fun, too.
Yeah.
And that's actually something I think 5th edition did pretty well, is level 1 is still fun, level 12 is fun, level 16, like there's cool stuff that your character can get. And
Level 16 just takes longer to do.
yeah, it's just a much more epic adventure. Also, your milestones won't be coming every session, like our previous
I'm out.
campaign.
Fuck this.
But, you know, any other previous business? I feel like I'm running a committee meeting.
I move that we start.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Is that seconded?
Yeah.
Anything else that should be handled?
No, just
I do, but I want to handle it. I'll handle it in roleplay.
Okay, that's fine. That's
Reminder
fine.
for the chat room though that they can do stuff.
Oh,
to
yes, that is
help
true.
a player.
Yeah, you can buy cool things in the chat, and I'll link right now to what you can buy.
Yeah.
And you can help a player and you can do stuff. And,
Help
and
if
if
you
you're on the
wanna create an
podcast,
NPC.
you can watch chats and help players. That would be good too.
Yeah. They can, yeah. Or
Yep.
just keep listening, because we love that you're listening.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
Enjoy, by all means.
Are we wiping out our inspiration since it's been months?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, clear inspiration points.
Nothing changes with the proficiencies and stuff because the level's like a half level.
Yeah,
so
proficiency
12.
is still +4.
Because I didn't reprint my sheet.
This is a extra spell slot level, I think,
Yeah.
for
You
the
get hit
casters.
points and a spell.
Yeah,
and a
no
spell
new
slot.
spells.
Right.
So that's cool.
Oh crap!
And everyone,
my hit
if you
points.
want to use the half +1 hit point bump, you can use that. If you enjoy rolling for your hit points, I don't care. So you can either do half +1 your hit die plus your con bonus, or roll your hit die plus your con bonus.
And I have
Either way.
half +1 plus con +1, right? The draconic.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Your
So half
draconic
plus
toughness.
1 plus.
So did
okay.
everybody else stay with the same class except for me?
Yep.
Yeah, I think you're our only
Yeah.
multi-classer.
Okay. All right. You guys are on that path.
It would take a serious crisis of faith for Breland
Well-
to change.
I could see Breland
but I could
taking
see
a
him
paladin level though.
No, me too. I was just gonna say I could see a level of paladin.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. To me, it's like I'm not changing my faith.
Yeah.
I'm just going about it. I'm
you have more
concentrating on a
skills.
different aspect of it.
Yeah. You're gonna preach.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Proselytize.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not going to
You're
be
going to
all.
prostitute what?
I mean,
5, 6.
like we know what I
Hey,
am.
you gotta
It's
get
just-
paid.
It's just the amount of money. It's
Everybody's got to get paid. So, why don't we jump into the setting tonight? Oh, Jesus.
Gimme.
Ooh, that was ouchy.
So sorry, everyone.
Okay, but those boots are awesome.
Thank you.
So,
They are actually. I
those
meant to say
boots
that earlier.
were made for.
I'm so
wrecking
sorry
the
if you just
studio.
heard that super loud noise. Yeah, I'm wearing my Wonder Woman boots for
Yeah.
Comic Con because I'm trying to stretch them out before I have to walk.
But they also wrecked microphones.
But they totally do.
water in them and freeze them. Expense.
Yeah, that sometimes makes them look weird though, and then it
Oh,
doesn't do
okay.
anything to break it.
Oh, all right. Kimmy basically shut me down.
Yeah.
No, it's
So,
great.
off
I've done
mic.
that. It's a great thing. It works.
So, the Midsummer Night celebration, the Midsummer, I don't know what it's called here, we'll call
Okay.
it an equinox, or summer solstice, also coincides with the Sultan's birthday.
Hey!
So
Okay.
the Sultan, it's her birthday.
It's your birthday.
Yep. It's so of course she would have a big party with all of the Karazos gentry, and hey, cool boots.
Oh, those are awesome.
Um,
Those are beautiful.
and in fact, the whole city, of course, it's like a national holiday because it's the Sultan's
Yeah.
birthday. And there's lots of parties all through the city. What I've drawn on the mat here, just to give you an idea of scope, is the
Oh yeah.
gentry's party. Oh yeah, it's the mat
Mapcom.
cam.
Yeah. Map.
Map
Face
cam.
mic.
No.
Yeah.
Map cam.
Maybe if we could pull the
Map
angle up just a
cam.
little bit, it'll grab it more.
Yeah.
I get ready to put peeps
So keep
over there.
talking.
Yeah, so anyway, this is the great long, 5, 10, 15, 20, 50, yeah, like 50 times 5. So
Wow,
two-
250?
250 feet long table,
That's like a
right? It's like a football
field.
field. Yes.
Yeah.
That is accurate.
Almost.
Wow.
Yeah. This is an enormous room. This is the ballroom in the palace, right? There are other like like ballroom A, hall H,
Yeah.
This is the ballroom.
The sunset room.
Yes. Kyrzosh is a very tall, elevated city. This is kind of in the middle of the tower, right? So it's relatively difficult. Like you have to go through security to get there, but it's not the highest. The residences
It's not- yeah, I was
are
gonna say it's not
the
the
highest. But there is this great big balcony. I don't know. Yeah, there's a big like loop here for those watching live or on cam. But the balcony is overlooking probably 400 or 500 foot drop, down to the city. So don't jump off there unless you have a ring of featherfall or something else fun.
Can you remind me, Sultan Fadia had a partner?
Sultan Fadia has a wife who sits on her
Yes.
right and a husband who sits on her left.
Got it. That's right.
And so they sit at this end of the table near the thing. Although everyone's just kind of milling around. So the other thing is you do not have to be at this party.
Okay.
If you would be,
Party.
you're invited. All of you are invited, and it's the Sultan would love to have you there. All of that stuff, like a personal messenger comes to you, and so you're certainly invited. But there are parties going all through the city right now, and also as very high-level gentry, you have somewhat run of the palace. You can't just go wherever you want, but if you have somewhere to go, no one's really going to stop or question you unless you're doing something obviously inappropriate.
Yeah.
Right? But for the most part, you have the trust of the palace.
So as long as you're not skulking,
Yes.
you're fine.
No
I wouldn't be
skulking.
there.
Don't pull your hood up.
Because
Everyone knows that's...
pay
That's
my
skulking.
respects, and obviously if Madhya is helping in my absence, when I'm absent,
Yeah.
be a guardian for
Well,
Mouse and sort of...
The thing I was going to tell you
Yeah.
is if Mouse is officially the head of your estate, they are invited as well.
Okay, good. Yeah,
So, okay.
Yeah.
So Mouse is here with Madhya,
Okay.
and Madhya is sort of constantly coaching her on like, okay, so that's what this fork is for.
Cool.
Like she doesn't really need to eat. Mouse doesn't, but it's
It
still,
weirds people out if you
yeah, it's like polite.
Yeah.
So-
They can. It doesn't, like a vampire, it's not going to make anybody sick.
No.
It's like, but it's mimicking social behavior
Yeah.
to be, okay.
It's just polite.
But we don't need to eat or sleep or breathe, really.
Right.
Okay.
And you have, I'm giving you guys resistance on poisons.
Okay.
Previously you were immune, but if it's like a magical poison or something, you'll take
Okay.
half damage from that.
Okay.
So if I'm already resistant to poison, I'm just more resistant to poison?
No, you're just resistant to poison. Sorry. Bad luck.
Pickles.
Game's broken.
So you're here. That's good.
Is Breland going to the party?
Yeah.
I'll pick you up.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
That means we'll just walk together.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
put him down again, or?
Yeah, hey buddy, how's it going? Don't shake the Breland.
Breland is a
I know.
fairly hefty fellow.
No, I know. That was it. I might be able to lift you, I'm not sure, but yeah, no, I wouldn't. No, but I mean, I figure like walk in together. I'm excited about this. I think a good party like lifts everybody's spirits. It's always good to get people talking. You get to get a measure of the room. You get to see what they're thinking. You get to enjoy each other's presence until the GM busts out the monster manual. Like
Are there musicians playing?
What? That's
Yeah.
unrelated. I was reading something I was interested in.
At least there's not like Tiamat or whoever was here visiting with us
Oh, yeah.
one week.
I didn't bring my giant dragons.
Yeah,
with
there
me.
was like a big, yeah.
So, are
I'm
there
right here, buddy.
musicians?
Are there musicians?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What
yeah.
kind of music are they playing?
So they're playing, traditional Karazosh music.
'Cause I wanted to know if she was the Sultan of Swing.
She's
I
not.
love that song.
Yeah.
I do too.
great song.
I
actually.
adore that song.
Yeah.
That's probably my top 10.
Yeah, that's
of
a
all
good
time.
song.
Oh, brilliant.
It's by Dire Straits. You should look it up. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And how about Risa at a
high
big
five for that
fancy
one.
party?
Probably, but late, and only because she thinks her friends might be there, and she hasn't probably seen. She probably hasn't been into town in a couple months.
Yeah.
So, what about when Madia escorts Mouse out to the woods to come and find you and personally invite you to the party?
Then I definitely would come.
Okay.
I probably show up a little late, and I'm probably kind of dirty.
Because it's so not cool.
Well,
Do you
just
fly in?
You're just like,
oh yeah, I probably
Make an
would do
entrance?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they didn't go out, like, I was going to write everybody a note and be like, it's just going to say party and, like, 2 exclamation points.
Party, go.
yeah, because Roger was also very. That's probably why you and Braylon kind of get along,
Yeah.
and you're like, God,
We
shake it
like
up.
parties.
Because
Yeah.
you're very much embrace life. Yeah.
Yeah. And now it's just embracing life through a different
It looks
Yeah.
like
matter.
the guy from.
Oh, what is that? The something worm? Not a purple worm. It's a
No, this is
It's not
a
a
carrion
Yeah.
crawler.
carrion dweller
Crawler.
crawler. Carrion crawler.
I think he looks a little bit like Jiminy Cricket, but something went wrong.
Yeah.
It looks like Jiminy Cricket had a baby with the monsters from Monsters Inc. that
Yes.
one.
Oh,
Yeah, it
yeah,
totally
yeah,
looks like
yeah.
Monsters Inc. guy.
Yes.
Totally.
That's who it was.
Or
That's who I was
or
trying
the
to figure out.
caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Not, yeah.
Nah, I don't
Again,
know.
with the drugs.
I think it's the mouth that really looks very
It's
Monsters,
pretty
yeah.
scary looking, yeah.
Yeah.
Carrion crawlers.
carrion crawler. Yeah, crawlers.
Yeah, these can pop up in the desert sometimes too.
Okay.
That's-
But not at a party where we're all
No,
enjoying
and
ourselves and we're
500
going to
feet
role
in the
play.
No, yeah, that's impossible.
I think
Uh,
he's lying.
Yeah. It's sort of. Yeah.
I need one more figure.
Oh, hey!
There we
Purple
go.
Dragon Majesty above the fruited plain.
Okay. So just a little bit of the layout here. We've got this giant table. This is 250-foot long table. Okay,
Yep.
it's probably several tables stuck together, but normally this room has the tables all separately, right? And
Right.
you could still have a big party here, but for the Sultan's birthday, they lined it all up. Here it is. And it has this great long, runner tablecloth, and it's fancy. There's all these fancy foods and silver tureens and platters and plates, and there are also places. Everyone has a specific place they're supposed to sit. These are chairs, not benches. Right? So
Wow.
it's very fancy.
Yeah.
Over here, the servants kind of come in from this side, and they have several kind of staging areas. Well, they'll bring in all this stuff, and then they have to make sure they set down all the soups at the same time for, like 200 people.
Yeah. It's
Servants come in from the east. Is that fair if you're using the table? Tables going north and south.
Yeah, we'll call that my east. Yeah.
Yeah.
Servants come from the east. There are several staging areas where they can kind of set things down and get everything ready. And, okay, I have 5 soups. All right, let's go. And, off they go. Here at the south end of the room are the big open double doors where everyone can come in. There's a kind of dance and, mixing area outside here. And there was some entertainment. There was, juggling and fire eating and acrobatics and all this kind of stuff happening outside here. And then at some point, they rang a big bell. Please join us for dinner. And again, it's all this entertainment for 200 people, right?
Nice.
This is upper crust. This is the nicest of the nice. And it's that kind of party.
And you said this is an
Oh
outdoor
no, not 200
balcony,
people.
sort of.
Way less than 200. It's like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 10, 20, 25 people.
Well, it could be like a ball, and this is like the exclusive dining room.
Yes.
This is like the VIP
Yeah,
room.
and then this is the VIP room, and then there's all this other seating out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
champagne room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You said balcony, cliffside.
Balcony.
Well, this is not a cliff. It's just the side of the building, and you can see the city below.
Yeah.
The palace
Sorry.
is a great big tower at the top
Got
of
it.
a very vertical city.
Sounds like a 20 to 25 stories. 'Cause
Well,
you said
yeah, it's
200
like almost
like-
500 feet.
Got it.
Really,
Okay,
so
500
like
feet.
50
yeah,
stories.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a long ways down
Okay.
to
And the balcony is at the northwest corner.
the northwest
Okay.
corner
Okay.
balcony. So you don't have to see the servants coming in and out if you want to stand on the balcony. That's gross.
And it's 50d6 down.
Yeah, let's not worry about
What,
it.
what would that be in Apocalypse World? Apocalypse World.
Oh my God! Don't
dead.
do this.
That's easy. We don't roll.
Thank you. Good
That's
answer.
a you missed on your attempt to do something on the balcony, and now you're going
Yeah.
to fall off the balcony and die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're done. Although you probably would have a couple seconds of falling, and maybe something could happen.
You never know.
Never know.
Yeah.
So, here's our arrangement. There's this, whole evening. It's a busy room, even for the 25 or so in this, very fancy part of the room. But it's all laid out. Everything's, you're invited to sit. But if we want to do something before that point,
There's a couple things, at least me personally, I want to do is the lords and ladies that are involved in kind of the rebirth of the Mountain Pass. I don't remember if it had a name or not. But I want to get them convinced that, doing something similar in Brine and basically making a little trader outpost in Brine would be a good thing, and get there just to make sure that their proclivities are pro-Brinian as opposed to anti-Brinian, and then kind of do the same thing with the religious leaders. Just, hey guys, remember
Sure.
Brine? Get in there. They're our friends too.
let's do a persuasion check just to kick things off and get a temperature take.
Persuasion.
Oh, 13.
19.
Oh yeah, all right. So that's off to a good start. There are several people dragging their feet because it's a city of undead, and there have been mutterings of like, let's just drive them off, and people brine with real people. That's the.
Do I overhear that?
That's like a general, not said right now, but it's a feeling that you guys. That's a rumor you definitely have heard.
Okay. In that case, anytime I hear any rumblings of that, I am very specifically, vociferously arguing against any such action because Brine is their home.
Okay.
Keep them local. Keep them.
No.
Okay.
Brine is their home.
Okay.
That is their place.
At the very least, it's their cemetery.
I have personal misgivings about their state,
They're immortal.
about their
beings.
immortal souls.
Yeah.
That does not in any way impact their right to live as best they can
Okay.
in their place.
You're just, it's not that you think they're an abomination necessarily, it's that you think they're being potentially deprived of what rightfully could have been theirs in an
Yes,
afterlife.
I do think there is abomination involved. I do not think they are abominations. I think abomination was done to them.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I understand the difference.
Yep, me too.
So I will note that a very high-ranking priest of Eladra is highly unapproving of that kind of talk.
And
I will note that.
it would not be in anyone's best interest at all to voice such opinions in my presence.
Okay. Yeah, it is the sort of thing where people go like, I don't hate the undead, but
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
a great undead joke.
Yeah.
yeah, right?
I'm not racist, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
usually whatever follows that
Yeah.
probably
Is
is
deadest.
Yeah.
whatever they just said it wasn't.
Yeah. Deadest.
But
That's good.
the that's at most it would be that kind of whisper because that group of people knows that it's kind of wrong, but they think like, oh, it's for the greater good, and
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
That's the
Feel free to have someone.
Atmosphere.
Feel free to have someone voice that opinion.
They know. I would say it's well enough known that that's not the sort of thing you say loudly and in public.
Yeah. And probably they know, I mean, the four of us saved everything together.
And two of you chose to remain
Yeah,
undead.
so-
Well, it's like,
I feel like that's probably something they wouldn't say in front of us, even if, I don't know, maybe.
I think I would make a point at the, not necessarily the appropriate time, but once we are seated and being served, if there is libation, a toast to the Sultan
Oh yeah,
on her birthday,
I need a note card.
great.
on the occasion of
How old is she? Is it known?
Yeah, I don't think it's an issue. She's probably in her 30s. She's relatively
so she's
young.
still she's still
Yeah.
it's still like a
Yeah, let's say
Wait, how-
35.
Okay, and then Madia is like 20,
Yeah.
19,
wow. They
20.
get it on.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
and
hello.
half-orcs have to start early, too. 'Cause
Yeah.
they only get about 60
Well,
usually.
think
Oh,
even
really?
like
Okay.
Middle Ages and
Yeah.
stuff. It's like
Yeah.
you could see people moving
Yeah.
married off 15.
Yeah,
pretty
well, I mean,
easily.
a lot of people, the lifespan is a little longer than like human medieval history, just because they have magically clean water and hot water and bathing and a lot of things that people didn't know that they would need. So, Eberron is a little bit nicer at least. I don't know. How do you guys want to arrange yourselves at this table? Does it matter? It's up to you.
Well, you said the seats were assigned.
Yes.
Where have
they
we
are
been
assigned.
placed?
I
All
would
right.
be seated
That's a good
next to
point.
Mouse's, I guess, probably the only
Yeah.
thing.
So I think you four are probably seated here. Sorry.
Okay.
So right next to the royal family.
Yes.
Okay.
If only like that might not be where you would always be seated.
Yeah.
But
Because you need some crystal blue persuasion.
the
That's right. Yes, I got that. I did get that.
the big success was only a couple months ago, and that's that she's taking the opportunity because the Sultan is so outspoken about treating Brian properly.
Yeah.
Right. She's definitely hitting resistance to that, but that's her take on
Well, look, and like one of the things that I'm doing is I'm down with the people as much as I can, rallying like the lower level, like the if the gentry feel one way, and the Sultan but the Sultan has popular support, gentry aren't going to make a big move.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's
so
true.
the popular support is super important to me.
Yep.
Right. And if I know that people have these opinions and are voicing them in places, then I am traveling throughout the city, preaching against such opinions, and preaching that Brian is their home, and we need they are citizens of Karazosha as well,
Yeah.
and
I think the probably the most insidious line of argument so far is the group with the biggest numbers is we will just build them another town down the coast, we'll pay for everything, and take over Brian. Obviously, that's not satisfactory, but that is the quietest but most populous group in that argument of like, look, we'll pay for everything. We're not bad. We're not deadists.
They're more than welcome to try to gentrify. So they can bring in their Starbucks and make their McMansions and stuff, and the people of Bryan will be probably happy to include them, but they don't have to move out to do that.
Yep. So far, a total of like 5 living people have moved to Bryan
Nice.
Oh,
in the
good.
last couple months.
Cool.
Good.
Normally, there would be a lot more people
Yeah.
going back
Well,
and
and
forth.
that's why I try to want to make that market,
Nice.
like that marketplace there and stuff like that, and just sort of
Yeah.
ingrain it a little bit more.
It should also be noted the people of Bryan don't stink like the dead. It's
That's important.
An interesting
Yeah.
side
Okay.
effect, right? So, for whatever reason, and whereas most undead, like when you come across random zombies in a crypt,
You can
they
smell it.
smell,
Yeah.
right? So,
Okay.
these zombies and skeletons of Bryan don't have the stench of death on them.
Okay.
Now, I'm not. Well, go ahead.
You should also bring up to the people, the normal people, that it can be very, like, to their benefit monetarily to hire like sailors from Bryan. They don't have to store. They can put all the food they normally have to store. They don't have to worry
Exactly.
about that. Water.
That's exactly
like,
it.
Yeah.
Never get scurvy again.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is that from a business opportunity standpoint, any ship that comes in, the people from Brine can go down and clean all the barnacles off
yeah?
and just clean it like better maintenance,
Yep.
And
better.
they love to clean it when they love to
Well,
clean
those
it.
those guys were a little bit under the sway
Yeah.
of the wizard.
Oh,
But
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually good then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's one thing to love your job. Those guys, everybody kind of loved their job a little too much,
Okay.
Yeah,
which was
that was
his
an
influence
uncomfortable
over
amount.
everyone.
Cool. That's good though.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But still, there's opportunities to be had.
Mhm.
You know, and you've got a workforce that could theoretically work 24/7.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but the people of Brine also have spent the last couple months trying to make it a town where they can accommodate living visitors. You know, it used to have living people. 3
Yeah.
months ago, it was
Yeah.
full of living people.
Yeah.
So they're just trying to, all right, let's make sure nobody's finger fell off in the kitchen, and
Yeah.
trying to just make the town. If you come here, we have accommodations for you. We have food. We have, we know how to do all these things, and we'll take good care of you and not kill you in your sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the effort there. So
Toast.
Yeah, a toast to the
A
Sultan.
toast.
Yeah.
On the occasion of this midsummer's night and our honorable Sultan's birthday, and I just, kind of little bow with the wish to thank Sultan Fadia for her great leadership, her acceptance of all peoples. Roger, perhaps you care to share a few words.
Birth can take many forms. Birth upon, from a mother, passed from a mother to a child. Birth as a revelation of new life. Birth as of an era. We are witnessing multiple of those during the last few months of this year. And I think that this marks truly a crowning achievement for not only yourself, Sultan, but for the entire Sultanate, potentially the entire island of Welldown, and maybe even the world. And to think that it started here, I can offer you no more than my personal thanks.
You're here,
Beautiful.
and
Sancho or
her
whatever.
husband.
Yeah.
So you're standing up by yourself. You're,
Yeah.
everyone's sitting down listening to your toast, and then you stand up to join her. And then at the end of the toast, her husband stands up. Everybody stands up.
Wow.
She remains seated, and the toast, and
Yep.
well, we might as well drink.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that.
Drink anymore.
Yep, there's-
Cheers. Oh yeah,
Cheers.
well,
Are you out?
anymore. There's nothing. In
That
there.
was good.
Yeah. That was,
Which
the
wine
bottle-
was
that was a
that?
fake cheers.
Hold on, wine check.
Do I have it?
Wine check.
Yeah. It's a Sauv Blanc. It's just a grocery store, Chateau Saint Jean.
Should-
Probably made in like
Listeners
Indio
should drink,
County
too.
or
I mean, a
something.
glass. I'll have
Stop
a
what you're
little
doing, listeners, and take a drink.
Yeah, take a
Drink.
drink.
You're always telling us to take a drink. You take a drink.
bit. Thank you.
Cheers to the Sultan.
Cheers.
I think our audience drinks a lot.
What?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Just pull the car over, do a shot,
Yeah.
get back on the road.
You know I watch the videos on my YouTube.
Just don't do a shot while driving.
Yeah.
You stop, do the shot, then get back on the road. No,
Cheers.
don't do that. Don't drink and drive. That's not funny. I shouldn't have said that.
Okay, got it. We got another bottle.
Oh, okay. I just want to
We're
make
good.
sure you're good.
Besides, I don't need as much.
Lightweight.
No. No.
Empty carbs.
Doesn't need to remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Always a good thing.
the toast goes over well.
Excellent.
Darn right it does. We did it.
Breland, I'd like you to make a
Toast.
investigation check.
A what?
Investigation. Oh, no. I need the wisdom-based one. Investigation is int-based. It's like search.
Perception.
Yeah,
Perception.
perception.
Perception check. That's it.
If you don't have it, it's a D4 minus 2.
That's not true.
Oh. It's
It's a lie.
Different game.
If you do like that methodology, you can check out the Tomorrow Legion every other Monday.
Yes.
On
Like,
What do we got?
What'd you do?
I rolled a 1.
Excellent. Excellent.
So he was just so mesmerized by our toast. He's like, "You're right. This could be. I was wrong about everything that you." that I
Well,
didn't think-
here's what happens, and you can let me know how bad this gets. All right. The audience sees this. Breland doesn't necessarily have all of this information, but Breland clearly hears. We'll see how long that lasts, right? Related to Brine, but it looks like this lady next to her said it. The audience knows it was not that lady who said that, but that's what it sounded like to you.
Okay.
Right?
It sounded
You
like that lady said, "What?"
said, "We'll see how long this Brian situation lasts."
Gotcha.
You know, clear like this lady leaned and turned to the person next to her, and then you heard those words. We, the audience, see that it was this lady down here. But as far as Raylan's concerned, that woman across the table just said that to her
Oh,
male companion.
wait one.
Roll a composure
Yeah.
check.
Upon which I will roll a 19 on the dice.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh.
does that keep your composure then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think you
All right.
succeeded, yeah.
So you just mark her as someone you
I
want
mark
to
her
talk
as someone
to
who
later?
needs to die shortly.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Don't use the wrong fork at a party with Braylon.
Yeah.
Right.
That's your goddamn shrimp
Etiquette
fork.
is fucking important. Damn it.
Yep.
Don't speak ill of the hobos.
All right, everyone needs to roll assess the situation. Perception checks.
Oh, okay.
That's a fantastic perception check.
Oh, look, I have new dice, everybody.
Ooh,
18
fancy
perception.
metal
I'm gonna show
dice.
my fancy new dice.
Oh, yeah. Pretty. I got 14.
14, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I should probably roll
I
what my
rolled low.
stealth check was.
Why
Roll
stealth
low.
check? What are you doing? What are you stealthing about?
Not that great, actually.
Good.
I got a 20 on that one.
Yeah, well, all right.
There goes your rolls.
21.
Test out my dice. Oh, dang.
My dice were reminding me on that first roll that I haven't used them in a while.
They
They don't love you.
They're
Yeah.
not happy
It
with
sounded
it.
like everyone was 17 or better.
Oh,
Yes.
no. I got 14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I rolled low.
that's fine. So you will have a little bit of surprise.
Cool.
The servers who have come out to bring the next course of food, the three of you could tell because you're like staring daggers at this woman. You know.
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Well, you're subtly
He's making eyes
taking
at
note
her.
of her.
Yeah.
However, that
I took note of her.
Yep. Well, the servers come from behind her, right? And you're focused. You, I don't know. You must have a gut check of some kind because it's the servers are coming up behind you, and you are twigged to something going on.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, she's not
Rogar
twigged. Remember, that's the whole-
untwigged. Yeah,
no.
she's
There's probably
untwigged.
some in my hair.
Sorry. Well, not the cool
Oh.
one.
Not the good kinds.
This is important because I'm asking for a friend. Can they still get drunk?
Oh,
And
on grog.
Can
yes.
they still have sex?
I don't
do
know
they-
yet.
Okay.
That's.
Well,
I mean,
no. Sex and procreation are two different
No,
things.
that's
No,
true.
that's what I mean. I mean,
They can
like
have sex
pleasure.
if they spend a blood point.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
mean,
blood?
I'm sure
Oh.
there are members of Brian trying to figure that out.
Okay. Well, and maybe not just members of Brian. just
Well,
saying.
oh, yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably something they would have figured out like really
Yeah.
really
The-
soon, like
yeah.
the first
Right
day.
away. Yeah.
Yeah, Zara,
yeah, the
Zara
emotional
wouldn't have
release
waited
of
2
that
months to
is-
tell that.
Okay,
That's
well, I have a
kind of
question.
important.
Do they have
Yes.
like spit in their mouths if they eat?
No.
No. Okay, then there might be a problem.
It-
If there's lube, maybe
Okay.
Well, maybe
blood flow is necessary.
This is another question I've never had to answer before.
no.
This is what you get when you play with us.
Yeah.
For my, it's important
Okay, they're
for my
har-
character.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
know these
sex,
things.
sex was important
I
for
agree.
me.
Sex-
It's part of.
I agree.
Part of the.
So you'd probably have
Yeah.
the sensation, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
The question is how
Can they
many
get
people are
erections?
willing to have
Oh.
sex with you, the undead?
Oh, my question was, can
Well,
they have
oh,
erections if they
with
don't
each
have
other.
blood flow?
Yeah. Well, we've
Sure.
Blood
we've
point.
definitely it was
Spend a blood point.
It's never been necessary. Well, it's been experimental before,
Yeah.
just not for the same reasons experimental.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we were like, do you want to check this out?
All right. Noted.
The parts work.
Yes. Yeah. Parts
There
work.
is the same
Cloaca.
pleasure sense.
Yeah. I
Yes.
don't know.
Yeah.
The Dragonborn has written our mammals, so
Sure.
that's
I just rolled a natural 20.
on what?
So on
For sex.
On sex?
deciding that the sex is just as
Are
good.
there any girls there?
Yeah. 'Cause if so,
Apparently, Zara does them.
Yeah.
yeah, she might. Zara's omnisexual.
Zara gives
Possibly.
consent to everyone. Okay, so the servants are coming out to bring the next course, and the this like 25 servants come out so they can serve everyone at the same time, and those of you the 17 and up realize these are like a whole new crop of servants, and like surely there are a couple hundred servants working tonight, right? It's not that surprising, except the people in this room are probably the
same.
Like these are the best of the best. They don't drop soup in people's laps. Like these are the best of the best. And this is like a whole new crop of servants coming out. And who broke 20?
I got a 20.
Okay. Okay. So both of you also notice. Maybe this is when they're coming around. You realize that they're bringing out this like flatbread kind of thing, and nestled in it is a tiny little gem, like a green emerald kind of thing. That's like it doesn't look like it's placed. Like, look at this awesome emerald in your flatbread. It's like jammed in there, kind of. And that's pretty suspicious all by itself. And then all three of you realize they do this very sort of aggressive gesture to slam the gems down on the table. So the question is, what do the three of you, how do
What is the import of this gem? Does it have any meaning?
Not off the top of your head. It's not like, and in the 7th course, everyone gets an emerald. That's not a thing in Karazosh.
Right, but in magic or religion or...
Yeah, it does, there's no immediate significance other than maybe if you did a detect magic or read magic or something, you could try to get more out of it.
Any sort of utterance as that happens, or
no? And they're just their motion is like, I'm going to smash this plate on the table.
Can we stop
and
it?
it's like,
if we see the motion beginning,
yeah.
Obviously, it seems, knowing how experienced we are, it comes across as sort of an attack motion.
Yeah, it is clearly violent.
Can we jump in and try to stop him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Then yeah, that's going to happen.
Okay. Each of you could probably stop a couple of them.
Okay.
And I should roll for Madia.
You should.
yeah.
No, she is absorbed in a conversation with Mouse, explaining why.
I think that's what.
Lords
I
and
was thinking
ladies.
that's probably what Zara's doing too. Is that
Oh yeah.
it's actually having fun.
Yeah, I think there's sort of an amusing conversation of Mouse wondering, but like, why are lords in power?
Yeah.
Like, but did they buy their lands? Yeah. No, they were born into it. Well, did they?
The people
work
surely
hard?
vote for them.
Yeah, did they vote? Like,
No, but wait.
yeah, she's really struggling with this because
Yeah.
she came from a little town where there was a mayor who was voted in.
Yeah.
Like that's
Okay. Initiative?
yes. Let's do that.
I put myself last, just because.
Well, you get to roll initiative.
Okay.
It's just on your turn, you're limited on what you can do.
Gotcha. Cool.
That's a good
I
one.
rolled poorly anyway.
And
That works.
I'll do initiative on my paper here because we don't have the cards ready.
Oh, are they still up there? Because they were up there. The little
I don't care enough.
dry erase cards.
Okay. Anyone get higher than 20?
No.
Not I.
Okay, so who's highest?
Not me.
18.
18, Rogar.
Ace of spades.
Next.
I have 14.
Okay.
Oh.
Jim's just staring.
I'm like, I'm waiting.
Okay.
Go away, biting.
Jib?
6.
Oh, yeah, I need to add more numbers here.
Yeah. Oh, I'm ahead
or,
of you.
or what you could have done
I guess 7.
is just wrote people down and
I'm
dash
sorry,
their
I
number.
got a
No,
9.
I
Instead
need
of-
the extra numbers.
I got a 9.
Oh, hey, all right.
Yeah, go me.
Zara
Right?
and Breland.
I'm gonna train my dice for a second.
Okay, and also usually I get a few uses out of an initiative track like this. I'll just keep
Yeah.
Cool.
moving it over.
You.
Oh, it was almost an 18.
Except it's not.
It is
Yeah.
not.
What's next to an 18? A 2. It was a 2. It always makes me feel good when teachers count on their fingers.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't teach math.
Well, if you're an English teacher, okay.
Yeah.
If you're a
That's
math
what computers
teacher,
are for.
Yeah.
It's true.
Although I've become a worse speller since autocorrect has been-
Correct.
Yeah.
Or I doubt myself more.
Mm.
That's more what it is.
Oh no, I've actually become worse because autocorrect is now like, what the hell was this supposed to be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not even close.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, what do you mean? That's totally how you spell perception.
What?
Google.
You're
It's a
doing
Q.
spell check on what? Swahili?
Yeah.
What?
Google's going, help me, help you.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. And servants are
There we go.
getting their surprise round. Oh, good job, servants. That's not really so well. They're not your servants. They're someone's servants.
They don't matter. In a few seconds, they won't even be matter.
Okay. So I'm going to add some people to the mat here. But Roger, there are people on either side of you. You know, they're like coming in either side at your chair. What do you want to do about it?
The way that they're serving the flatbread
Yeah.
is it on a circular dish?
Yeah, it's like
what
a
kind of dish?
circular ceramic plate, and it looks like they're trying to smash it onto the table.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the plate out of the guy's hand next to me, not the one in between Breland and myself, because
Yeah.
I think he's got it. Based
Yeah,
on
well, the
look on
one,
his
yeah,
face.
because and the one to your left is the Sultan's wife.
Yes.
So
So
How many of those plates were there again?
there's like 20.
so what
I'm
I'm
not going to put 20 minis on the board, you
Okay,
guys. I'm
that's
just
Oh,
gonna,
what? Dude, this is a simulation
Penny
game.
Slacking. game,
Slacking. That's okay. You're fine.
D&D is the most simulation game out there, and I needed everything to be accurate. Okay.
They need to be
Oh.
proper minis, too.
Yeah.
They need to be minis of servants.
You may join a different game.
Yeah.
You have my permission to DTFO.
Yes.
Yeah. You
Blackly
have my
ruled.
To
consent.
FRO.
Yeah.
So everyone that's not a character is a servant, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He actually did almost put 20 out there. Good
Gotcha.
job,
It's
Cool.
10. This is not almost 20.
It's almost 20 compared to 1.
Aw, they're so cool.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going
You
to
got
grab it out of his
kobolds out
hand,
there and-
and I'm going to try to throw it so that it basically goes along the short end of the table where the Sultan and the Sultan's husband is.
Mhm.
And see, well, I mean, like, look, if I roll it really well, I want to try to see if I can curve it so it hits multiple. But I definitely want to knock those out of their hands.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let's roll some dice.
All right, what do we need to roll here?
It sounds like an agility roll to me.
Sounds like an
Dexterity, sorry.
Okay.
That was a confidence
Yeah,
inspiring.
I have +0. So
Okay,
let's see how
that's
this
better
goes.
than a -1.
Eesh. I don't have any rerolls. I don't have any inspirations. No, this game sucks. A 6.
If you'd like to take a point of bad luck, I will allow you to re-roll.
Yes.
Oh.
What does bad luck do?
Wait.
We'll find out later.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll do it.
Yeah, he will.
12.
Okay, total of 12.
Total of 12. I'm trying to figure out. Like, I've got fighting style protection. I don't think there's anything else that I can really do. Cloak of the Bat doesn't help.
Here's your book.
Which one?
The regular one.
Yeah. Just a 12.
Okay, I'd say you're able to grab yours, jostle the guy between you and the Sultan's wife, right? But you're able to grab your plate and fling it out of the way, but you're not able to catch any of the others.
Okay, got it. Well, at least it's a... Look at me. Look at me. There's something going wrong.
Yeah, that is noted.
Yeah.
And certainly you have the servant's attention as well.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that was 18. On 17, the servants have already declared their action, so they're in the process of smashing plates down.
Yeah.
But before those plates actually go off, I'm going to make sure we get Risa's and Breland's turn,
Okay.
because that could be affected. So, Risa, what is your action?
I'm going to turn into a giant octopus and
Yeah.
reach out with my
I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
reach out with as
That's
many
super
of my
cool.
tentacles I
Yeah.
can and start grabbing.
And it should be noted that your character has you're specialized in shape changing.
Yes.
And so you can shape change as a minor action or whatever it's called, move
Right.
action. and
then do an action.
take.
So rad.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Now serving calamari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's save 8 people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so just start
You're
grabbing
eating
as
calamari,
many of
you
those.
will now serve calamari.
Yeah. Yeah, and like trying to grab as many of those the green gem things as I possibly can.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't even think I have to roll for that. Do I?
Yeah, let's make a
Okay.
dexterity check. We're definitely rolling for that.
I don't have to roll to change though. I mean,
Oh no.
Okay.
No. Just octopus
15,
dexterity.
and
Hold on.
then-
Let me look up octopus dexterity.
Oh yeah,
You're right.
I don't know.
That one
Sorry, I
wasn't-
don't know that off the top of my head.
it's okay. I was looking in the bag; it wasn't in there.
No, it's in the monster manual. Octopus plus 2 dexterity.
Plus 2. Okay,
Yep.
good.
GM said.
15, 16, 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like probably about 6 of them.
Okay.
Right? You
Okay.
just start grabbing these up, and
Yeah.
you just grabbing them off the plates.
Yeah.
And the servants are like, "What? I was breaking that."
Yeah, exactly.
Inconvenient.
you?
Okay, awesome. So you grab a bunch of those, 6 more that aren't going to go off.
Okay.
And what is Breland's committed action this round?
4 of them at the top end of the table,
Uh-huh.
right there. All need to make a wisdom saving throw on a DC 17.
Okay, that's going to be really difficult. Could I roll Dex instead?
Nope.
Okay. What's the spell?
Hold person.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
Good use of that one.
And because I'm casting it as a 6th level spell, I can hit 4
Ooh.
of
Well,
them.
I got a 5.
Ooh.
Oh, no, sorry, a 3, because it's not Dex. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So I'll just roll once for all 4 of them.
Sure.
Yeah, so these 4 lock. They're stuck. Actually, I'm going to mark them so I don't accidentally do something.
These 1, 2, 3, 4.
I expect we're going to have questions for them later.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
I don't have 4 of the same color, so.
Oh, no, that's perfect.
Those are all hold personed.
They can move.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, they get to make a save each round, right? I think.
I would guess.
Pretty sure that's right. At the end of their turn. So now I'm going to just jump back into the order, and just so everyone knows, our order is Roger, the servants, Risa. For some reason I marked that something happens on 13, and then Madia is on the initiative order, Zara, and then Breland.
Okay.
Okay. Zara, let's also commit your turn. You can either take a move action as you're sort of like what, or if you have like a simple spell that only targets you, then that would be okay.
Could I do? I have 2 ideas. I have a level 1 spell that I think it's Thunderwave.
That does not target you.
Okay. It originated from me. So.
Right. Something that affects you, like mage armor or shield or something like that.
I don't do that stuff.
Okay.
For the most part, unless I did a Misty Step, which I'm not gonna. So
yeah,
I
that would be
think,
fine if you wanted to do that.
No, not if I can't take somebody with me, which I can't with Misty Step.
Correct,
You can
yeah.
with the
Teleport, dimension door,
Dimension
all
door.
those can, yeah, but
yeah,
not
which
Misty
I don't
Step.
want to use. So I think she's just going to yell for Mouse to get under the table.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right, that's good.
yeah, and not in an obvious way, but it's just like get under the table.
Yeah,
Well, obvious went out the door when a giant octopus converted right next to you.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
yeah.
yep.
Here's a quick question. Formal dinner. I don't think I would wear my armor to a formal dinner.
I'm not wearing armor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, probably not.
Okay.
I'm wearing all my normal stuff.
Well, yeah.
Because you
I
just
gotta
wear
figure out if I
leathers
would
and
still have
stuff,
my
right?
Yeah,
sword.
I have leather armor, but
don't-
I probably
I
just
don't
wear
have
it all
my
the
weapon.
time.
Are they
Yeah.
martial people or?
Yeah, it is not inappropriate to be armed. And like most of the gentry would.
Yeah, and in order
Men
to,
and women, it's
Yeah.
expected.
then I think I would just have it like on the side, but I wouldn't have like the shield and
Oh,
everything else.
I don't have armor. I'm cool.
It's also not unreasonable to have a squire with your
Oh, I don't.
but
Yeah.
this is like a weird place to have your armor wheeled along.
Yeah, I don't do that.
You know, on a on a clothes
And in
hanger.
the 10 turns, it takes not rounds, turns. It takes to put that armor on.
Yeah, it's pretty excessive.
Yeah.
Not really. I've done it.
Bananas.
But that's so you're probably in finery, nice clothes.
Yeah.
The most is maybe you would have a it would not be unusual to have a formal breastplate.
Yeah, like a ceremonial.
Especially if you're a soldier of the city. There are other gentry with breastplates.
I mean, I wouldn't.
So that is
You're like, nope.
and I'm
big
pretty
hat.
sure that I mean
Captain's hat.
Yes.
breastplate can I think breastplate is medium armor, so that either of you are cleared for medium armor.
Well, because I mean, I don't go to formal dinners.
Right.
Like I'm just waiting to adventure. Like I'm ready to be like, okay, you guys set up on the land? Are you guys set up on the land? Are you guys set up on the land? So like I don't dine with priests and presidents.
Okay.
So
What do you think? Formal breastplate?
I could see that.
I was thinking male shirt.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, there's a nice way to do that. It's totally appropriate. At least 5 of the other gentry here are also in their like house breastplate, right, with the worked enamel and all the like cool stuff on
Yeah.
it. So it's maybe not the breastplate you would wear into battle, but it's still armor.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I assume you have the numbers for a chain shirt. So
I do.
We'll go with that, and what is your AC?
That's a great question.
That's why you
It's
have a
your dex
character
bonus.
sheet.
Okay, so 10.
10
is
okay.
your AC.
Cool.
And I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we will.
Wait, I feel like you should have
Yeah.
because of scales.
No, they're not actually half dragon.
Oh, okay.
They're
Someone keeps saying I'm not actually a half dragon.
Yeah.
Even though in our head we all know
You don't have an amulet?
I'm a
or
full
anything?
dragon. I don't-
Amulet of health or something?
No.
Yeah, but that
I'm
doesn't
not
affect your AC.
Yeah.
That-
I've got a cloak of the
that
bad.
bumps his hit points.
Yeah.
up.
Belt of
Good
dwarven
points.
kind, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I can still use cloak of the bat for some.
So, I forgot to precede this whole thing. There's a whole bit where the Sultan is like, well, it's been a whole year, and her husband is like, please don't say this. And they're like, it's been a whole year, in fact, a little over a year, and her wife is like, please don't say it out loud. And no one has tried to kill me all year.
Oh, no.
And, a minute later, this is happening. So,
It felt like you were explaining a joke.
yeah. It's even better, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
So she casts summon assassins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, that's what you say.
Yeah.
No one's tried to assassinate me in a whole year.
Yep.
Yep, yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, all those moves are accounted for. Madia botched her perception as well. So,
Useless.
yeah, right? Monks. And let's just go back to the top of the round. So the servants, the servants, those plates smash. It also turns out the emeralds that were not collected explode. All right. Now you were able to collect all the emeralds from this end of the table.
Oh, okay,
right,
good.
between the 4 of you and your octopus. Right. All these, so about half the table is cleared. Right. A couple of these go off, but individually they're not a very big explosion.
Okay.
Right. So it's sort of like if a flashbang went off right in your face. Right. That sucks a lot, but you're not dead.
Yeah.
Right. Down at this end of the table, it seems to have kind of a multiplicative effect, and this end of the table is basically evaporated.
Oh my gosh.
Right? There is food and table everywhere. There's like it's shredded. What I mean is like all the coverings and the people are blown back and blown this way. And
Are the people included in that disintegration?
yeah, I shouldn't say disintegrated. There's a massive explosion. People are thrown back.
Okay.
They're clearly grievously injured. The music screeches to a halt out here in the smaller.
What was that from? The plate?
Yeah, the emeralds that
Oh.
actually hit.
Okay.
The emeralds that hit next to each other sort of
Caused
added up and
Yeah.
made a worse
Okay.
effect.
Got it.
And so this end of the table is just wiped out, right? The people are blown back from the thing, including the servants who put the things down, right? So
Oh, kamikaze.
we can remove some of these. And yeah, it's just obliterated. There's people like trying to crawl. It's smoke. Although
only the ones that got hit, though, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm like, I have one in each of my 8 arms.
Right, those did not go off.
Okay, good.
And you might want to be gentle with them.
Yeah. Super gentle.
There is a cloud of dark green smoke that's sort of billowing around. There's air coming in from here, but yeah, just the explosion created a whole bunch of smoke. It's a high ceilinged room, right? So that's happening.
Yeah.
But guards, you can hear the guards coming, the clanking, and well, actually, you probably hear a lot of tinnitus right now. But the noise was incredible, first of all, and the mayhem follows, right? So the people directly next to you are able to do some stuff. They're not too injured. And then the Sultan's family is totally okay as of right now, except for the assassin standing behind them.
Right.
So let's just go back to the top of the round.
Okay.
Rogar.
The 4 of which should be held.
Yeah. Unless there's other people.
Oh yeah,
we
yeah.
don't see.
These 4 are held personed. These 4 are still able to act.
But the royal family, immediate royal family is here, right?
Yes.
So okay, cool.
Yeah. And then Madia's down here with
Yes.
Mouse. I might as well put them on the...
Cool. Oh yeah.
Put Eminem out there.
Well, Mouse is under the table, so we'll assume she's out of the combat. And, oh yeah, I have a Lady Monk
Cool.
just for this occasion.
Oh,
Nice.
perfect.
Okay,
All right.
Okay.
I might try to find some royal family while we're at it, but that doesn't need to stop us.
Okay.
Roger.
I'm going to step up onto the table and position myself in front of the Sultan so that specifically the Sultanate, or the Sultan and her partners are within 5 feet of me.
Okay.
So everyone's within 5 feet.
So, say this-ish?
Yeah.
Are you
Something like that?
up on the table?
Oh yeah, I'm up on the
Cool.
table.
Yeah, all right.
I've got
Kicking-
the high ground.
Kicking silverware out of the way and...
Swashbuckling,
Yeah.
old school.
Okay.
And then
Pirate.
sword drawn.
Yep.
I don't think there's any spell or anything I'm gonna cast, so I'll just do that, and I'll just buckle down and like keep an eye out for anyone trying to attack them.
Sure.
Cool.
And I'm gonna yell out actually to watch the balcony.
Do you want to like attack this guy on your way up there?
Oh, I
or-
can. Yeah, I guess I can do that.
Okay, yeah, the guy not held but standing behind you.
Where's my character sheet?
I don't have any good.
22.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. For a D8 plus. Did I not bring it out? Hold on. D8 plus 4. So 11. Just like poke him as I'm just
Yep.
standing up.
Yeah, that guy is slashed and out of the fight.
So they're easy.
Cool.
But I think they're
Yeah,
just
one
moves.
of the other things. There's 2 things that 4th edition did well. That's skill challenges and minions.
Minions.
Yeah, I really like minion rules.
Okay.
Okay. It's my turn. Servants who are not frozen. There's one for Breland. That's a miss, no matter what your AC is. And
if anything, he's a misses.
let's
I
see,
think he
one
should
for
be married.
Nadia. That's a miss. And a maybe. It's a 17 to Teresa, the octopus. Oh, I don't know what your AC is. Oh God,
Oh yeah.
you're so complicated.
It's
I really should just buy the monster manual so I have it with me.
It's
all
a
the
very
time.
large blue-ringed octopus.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, because this one is small, but you're not small. You're like you're a
I'm
medium.
giant.
You're a medium octopus.
Oh yeah.
This says AC 12. You probably have like an AC of 15.
That's what you said last time. Oh no, that was Dex. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just,
So
you're 15. You're like a square. Like
Okay.
everything is
Everything
like
is
a 15.
yeah.
Do you?
So we'll go with that. And then do you have a bonus to your AC? I think in animal forms you have a thing, right?
Because you have armor that changes with you, don't you?
I do.
Yeah,
That's a plus
It's leather, it's
2
plus 2.
AC.
Okay. So
Yeah.
your AC is 17. Unfortunately, they rolled a 17, and
Okay.
that's
Exactly,
it.
yeah.
So
I have an extra thing here. I
you
don't know what that
take
means, though.
5 damage.
Wait, I have a pearl of power, a stone of protection, and medium armor.
Oh, the stone of protection would add 1 too.
One more too. So okay, so,
So
yes,
you're
plus
18,
3.
and you don't take damage.
Yay!
They miss. Okay, and missed Madia. So, and the rest of them are held. So at the end of their turn, they're going to make a joint wisdom saving throw.
DC 17.
That is a 5. So, no, they remain held.
Spell saves don't go up, do they?
Only if
Not with
your
this.
only if
Yeah.
your charisma goes up somehow, or
My wisdom went up.
yeah.
Oh, well, went up at 8, but no, it's that says my DC is 17.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes up. It's made
Oh,
up.
no, I'm not questioning you. I'm just, this level wouldn't have
No.
caused our...
No, it's only
Next
if your
level
when
will.
your proficiency goes up,
Yeah.
that'll go up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
the next level.
Next session.
Risa,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
All right, I still have all these little
Yes,
gems.
She's thankfully smarter than I am because I would throw the gems at the other servants.
Oh, yeah.
That would end really badly.
That's totally what I would have thought of,
Yeah.
too. Because we
Yeah.
Yeah.
create.
Well,
Yeah.
and with my like I'll throw them and they'll catch them and
Yeah.
then smash them and then that's bad. So I'm gonna
I was
very
gonna shove one in somebody's mouth and slam his
Yes,
mouth
sir.
closed.
Hey, buddy.
Whoever has their car in the driveway, my dad needs it.
moved. Okay, that's me. Here, give him my key and tell him it's Kimmy's car and he can move it. Thanks, sir.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. He just has to press the button to turn it on. Tell him not to crash it.
It's like,
And please don't wreck it. Run it into the Jeep across the street.
Don't ruin it. All right, I'm gonna very carefully, like. Okay, I guess I need a mini. I need to know where I am. Here, this.
Well, this is where you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I only take up one space.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're medium
I'm
octopus
a medium octopus. Okay.
Yeah. with reach. We'll
With
say you
lots
have
of
reach.
Okay, that's cool.
And you're partially on the table.
Then I'm gonna very carefully take 2 of the gems and hand them off into other tentacles, so that some of the tentacles are holding 2 gems. And then I'm gonna take 2 of the 2 free tentacles now, and these 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna reach out and like bang their heads together.
These two here?
guys that
yeah,
aren't
that's
held.
yeah, the ones who are not held. Yes.
Yeah,
those
these two.
guys.
Great.
And like try and knock them out.
Okay, let's make a attack roll.
Okay, I might be playing way too much like Powered by the Apocalypse
That's
because I'm
right,
now
yeah.
like very cinematic. I'm like, oh,
No, that's fine. I can work with it.
okay.
Yeah.
I just have to see what your strength is. now.
Oh no, don't do very well.
Yeah, what'd you roll?
A 3.
Okay.
on, you
Doesn't matter what your
Doesn't matter
strength
what
is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you reach out and they're just so quick they manage to duck under
Yeah,
you.
okay.
And you're not used to having tentacles.
Yeah, it's
I
very-
think.
I don't know. Who knows what I've been doing in the forest?
We don't judge.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a little bit.
the lesser known forest octopi.
Green ringed forest octopi.
on
that's
on initiative 13, which is right after Risa, there is quite a noise, like a rushing of air and flame. We would recognize, like, oh, it sounds like a flamethrower, but we don't have flamethrowers, right? But there's
Well,
this
you do.
whooshing. Oh well, yeah, she throws flame,
Yes.
literally.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's probably
Yes.
what it sounds like.
Yeah, there's a great whooshing of flames and air, and a being forms the torso, arms, and head of this, great red humanoid of some kind. Lower body is all smoke, and I don't have a great thing of that, so I'm going to use this.
Holy buckets.
And he arrives and shouts, Sultan, your reign of terror is over.
I stop really quickly. I look at Breland and Zara. Is this either one of yours?
No.
Okay.
No,
All right.
not that
Just
I'm
checking.
aware of.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Did you say describe the appearance again?
Yeah, so there's this whooshing of
Yeah.
air and
Smoke.
fire,
Like
like a
smoke
column
and-
of fire, and then he forms out of that as the upper torso.
Said it's parked down a few houses to the north.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Zach.
So
Okay.
yeah,
He
kind of
emerges from a
classic,
column of fire.
yeah, classic Jinn
Yeah.
Ifrit
Got it.
kind of thing.
Right on.
And yeah, here he is.
we-
Oh yeah, he actually gets a turn.
And I was kind of asking too because we don't see purple eyeballs or anything yet.
What? No,
Okay,
that'd be impossible.
that's
That
the
would be
trick.
so bad.
That would be unpopular.
Well, his
Never
eyes
know.
are living flame, so that's
That's
Oh,
way
good.
better.
you know,
No problem.
as is his flaming scimitar, and you know,
Oh.
just lots of
That's
fire,
awesome.
fire and burning, and all
Ooh.
that.
So role-playing decision not to have armor on equals new character next session.
Yeah.
Is that what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I think I wrote an article about this on Patreon last night.
All right.
Look for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
all right,
I might
so
have to change it based on this.
he, well, yeah, he gets to make some attacks.
Mm. Can you hear my chewing?
Huh?
Okay. Can you hear my chewing?
No.
Okay, good.
That was a
I know.
we're about to die face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, you have armor.
Hey,
You're an octopus.
That would still work.
yeah, I
Okay.
don't know how fire affects octopuses. I can't imagine that it's good.
That's what I thought.
As long as he doesn't try to batter you, I think it'll be okay.
That's what I thought.
No, you only batter someone before you're going to
Yeah.
fry them.
Well, yeah, because otherwise it's unagi,
Mm.
right? If it's not
Yeah,
cooked,
you don't
so-
want that.
Yeah.
All righty.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, the chat room has a really good point. Sam Melander says you're already dead, so you can't kill you.
That's
Oh.
true. That's
Oh,
true.
boy.
We can find out this undead question real quick.
Yeah.
This afterlife question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Oh, what if we found out the procreate question too? Oh, that would be.
Not only did you kill one, you killed two.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are trying.
Yeah.
And Master Vitter just cheered 500 bits in the chat room for the return of despair into our lives.
Yay.
Thank you, Mr. Viter.
Cheers to that.
Sweet.
Cheers.
All right. So, this thing steps in. Oh no, just whoosh. It's just whoosh.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Um,
no. It's
and
a dash.
It whooshes its what this is like two flaming scimitars actually. It whooshes right through all three of these.
Uh-huh.
So these two just cut in half and fall to the ground.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The wife of the Sultan is
Damn.
able to draw her own scimitar just in time
Okay.
and to some degree defend herself. She's very badly wounded.
Okay.
For
Well,
the record.
Well, hold on.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, she's also right
From
next
this
to you.
guy.
She
from
is
the
right next to me.
okay.
So, when that happens, I have to check the rules because I don't remember.
Okay, that's fine.
Because somebody didn't want to play for a long time, Jason.
Not a question of want.
Whereas all the rest of us had all the free time ever to
Right.
play. Jason.
You guys could have played without me.
Sure.
Well, that's just masturbation.
Oh boy.
I
We
needed-
could have taken turns being the GM.
Yeah.
Aura of protection. Let's see. No, that's for saving throws. Aura of warding.
And if you're just listening, by the way, the
Yeah.
Sultan's wife is now standing on her side of the table, and Rogar is standing on the table right behind her.
Yeah.
And it is hopefully going to be able to defend her somewhat from the amount of damage she's
It
about
looks
to
pretty
take.
sweet on the camera if you're watching it
Yeah.
live.
Yeah,
It's a
cool.
good view.
Check it out on YouTube later. If
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So he gets disadvantage to attack her.
Oh,
That's
then
what
he
it
has
is.
to roll again. He
Yeah,
barely
because
hit
you
her
have
too.
a thing for people who are adjacent to you. What's it called?
It's fighting style protection.
Oh,
Cool.
disadvantage. He rolled a 3 on the next one. So yeah, that's a big whiff.
Yeah.
And she just, she ducks under the blade, and your own sword, is there with hers to try and lift the blade up and away from her. So yeah, that's done. All right. So his second attack is going to be. He doesn't get to do that and sword. So just 2 swords. That's a miss on you. Oh no,
On me?
no, sorry, he has a bonus. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's a 17 to hit you, which right now
It's a 10 to
yeah.
hit me.
So he's going to connect and do a little bit of damage. It's only a little bit.
25.
Oh god. Do you have any resistance to fire damage?
No. By fire do you mean acid and poison? Then yes.
Yeah. Okay, so no.
No.
All right. So that's 4d6 plus 15.
Okay. So that would be 19.
Let's see. Oh god.
That's a lot of 5s.
So 17 plus 15 is 32.
32. Okay. All right, I've got 69 points left.
Cool. No problem, right?
Yep. Nope. None.
All right. Okay. That was the Ifrit's turn.
Right.
Spoiler, it's an Ifrit.
We'd sort of guessed that.
And now the Sultan's family is going to take a turn. Madia is going to step around, risk actually she could just step in between this way and not risk an attack of opportunity. Either way would have been fine. Let's see what happens. Flurry of blows.
Okay.
Monk.
Go monk.
That's going to hit. That's a miss. That is cocked. That's a miss. Okay, good job. Well, she punches this guy's stupid face off with her boot. She punches with her foot. Okay, that guy's down. The husband of the Sultan, Rogar, this is important to you.
Yeah, I'm listening.
He reaches across the table to put his hand on your foot, and you shimmer with the glow of mage armor being cast on you, unless you would like to resist it, because it can only go on a willing target.
I am willing.
Okay.
Consider me unconscious.
So your AC is now 16. I think it's plus 6.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, this one is.
I give him a good
right.
solid nod while
Yeah.
my chest is aflame.
The wife of the Sultan leaps into battle.
What? Stay within 5 feet.
She's not within 5 feet of you.
Oh.
Her sword doesn't reach that far. But she is wearing the ornamental breastplate. Let's see if she can hit with that. That might be too low. And he has smoke legs, so...
Yeah, I was going to say, how does that work? Or would we just have to experiment?
Ugh, she just missed him. That sucks.
Damn it.
All right.
So this was my bad luck, right? Part of my bad luck thing is like
I
not
haven't
wearing
spent that
armor
yet.
you
No.
Really? Oh, okay.
Sure? Don't worry, I won't forget.
I didn't think so.
Okay.
Can I see your book for a second?
Which one?
The regular one.
Where's my
Don't you
book?
still have it?
That's one action.
No.
Oh, here, it's under this other book.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. You can just hang on to it. I don't need it
Okay.
for during the game. Probably, until I do.
Until you do.
Oh, sorry, the Sultan is going to, run in. She's got her fancy breastplate on, too. And a miss. Oh, my God. That die is retired. Okay. Zara.
I would like to do a couple of things. So I'm going to use my, I believe it is quickened spell with my sorcery points.
Okay.
So it's going to cost me. But the first thing I'm going to do is try to cast, this is her new spell. It seemed fitting. So I'm going to cast Blight on,
Blight.
which is necromantic energy.
Yeah, describe it. Why don't you read it?
Yeah,
for us, since
it's
we've-
because it just kind of seemed apropos of her kind of changes. So it's necromantic energy washes over a creature of your choice that you can see within range, which is 30 feet. Sorry. Am I good, or do I have to
you're
jump
fine.
on the table?
No,
Cool.
you're just there.
I thought I was, so
Yeah.
cool. Draining moisture and vitality from it, the target must make, and it sounded like it'd still be good on this dude. Target must make a con saving throw.
Yeah, I mean, he has vitality. He doesn't have any moisture,
exactly.
but he has vitality.
Yeah, it
yes.
just doesn't work on, it's undead or constructs.
He's not
It
a
would not
construct.
work. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Notice
So-
he didn't say if he was undead or not.
I know,
He just said he
right?
wasn't a construct.
Okay. Yeah, I know. That's part of why I kind of asked what he looked like, because not for a spell, but because
Purple
we've had
goo.
issues.
Yeah. Okay, what level spell is that?
4.
Okay. So I need to look up counterspell real quick. See, as soon as I said
Gotcha.
I didn't need the book.
Save that page though.
Oh,
Here, stick this in there.
dang.
Oh, I
If you
think
look
you're
at-
on the same page
Oh.
that I need. Nope, just kidding.
Oh.
If you look at the top of Jason's head, it's red. His arms are bright white. What has been going on this summer?
No.
Oh,
His
yeah.
arms are bright white.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
they-
red too.
Yeah.
Really? They look white to me.
If you lift up the right here, it probably is whiter.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it gets whiter.
Oh,
no, that's red
nice.
too.
Yeah, I got some sun today.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Shirtless, apparently.
Yep.
Poor neighbors.
No one,
Use
there
it
were
a
no
pool.
viewers. If it's a spell of 4th level or higher, I have to make an ability check with my spellcasting modifier. Well, the good news is I'm not a great spellcaster.
yeah. Okay.
But I do have some spells. So that's a 3. So it doesn't matter how
Oh,
good.
yeah.
It doesn't matter if I'm Gandalf.
You're going to have to retire that die, too.
No, keep that one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's how we
Yep.
feel.
I fail my counterspell. Also my.
Okay.
So you know too, you only get 1 reaction per round, unless he's some sort of mega boss and gets to break the rules. So he used his reaction to cast counterspell. That means he can't take attacks of opportunity this round.
Oh, good.
Until his next turn.
Good. That
Okay?
helps.
So that's just
Ah.
worth noting.
Okay.
How much damage does your spell do?
8d8 necrotic
Oh,
damage.
good lord! Do you need some more
I need
d8s?
2 d8s.
What about
I
this
even,
one?
I even.
And this one.
Oh, I got
Yeah, you
2.
can have my
Oh,
red.
cool.
Oh, you
I'll
do
do your
have that.
reds.
Okay.
Yeah, because that way it's easy to tell. Thank
Yeah,
you,
then
sir.
you can separate them out.
It's the red
That
dragon.
still only looks like 7 dice.
Yeah. I think I have 6 of the other ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, my mistake.
Because I have like 6.
It looks like 7.
I can't read or write.
Oh, that is not a
Again,
subpar roll,
computer
I don't
teacher.
think. Although there are a couple, so I got 8,
That's 16.
16, 3 7s.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
21.
Oh my gosh.
Plus
And-
16.
Plus 16 is
37.
37.
Yep.
And then the little dice, 37, 44.
Oh my gosh. That's wreckage.
That is awesome. Yeah, that.
That was a nice roll. Thank you for the
wh-
2 8s, dear.
So, what does your spell look like when you blast 44 damage into this
I don't
Efreet?
know that anyone, so this is, I'm kind of giving you potentially something
Okay.
here too. Because
Yeah.
I don't know that anyone's ever seen this.
Yeah.
And it's necromancy.
Yeah, so you reach out, and there's this like swirling smoke that's darker than his
Yes.
smoke. Like he's
Yeah.
got this red smoke coming off him.
there
You've
a-
got this black gray smoke.
Black gray, but I think there's some of that
Purple?
funky eldritch. Well, I'm thinking not purple.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
It's,
terrifying.
I'm wondering if it's the vines. So it's got a better sort
Like
of
a greenish.
but it's got like that green that could be like
the
eldritch.
forest green.
Sure.
Yeah.
The-
but
the-
it is mostly
the vines
like
extend out a little bit. The spiral of smoke
yeah.
plunges through the Ifrit's chest,
Yeah.
and you can just see the pulsing energy come back before the spell dissipates.
Yeah, that's perfect because it almost looks like a groping sort of animated
Yeah.
like
It's a little terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to hang out with
Yeah,
you. guys.
tendril
no, I
of
know,
smoke.
and it's like I'm sure it's gonna,
The smoke
do
monster.
great cause for our people. Where it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, they're totally cool people. We love
Yeah.
them. They're
Give
awesome.
me your soul. Totally cool. Yeah, great.
It's like, wait, what?
Good at a barbecue.
And you
With
guys,
ketchup and mustard.
you've probably not seen that before. Or maybe you have because we might have done a couple little things.
In 2 months, you never know.
Yeah. And then
Party tricks.
And so you quick into that, so
I
you could
learned
do it as a
charm
move
person.
action.
Yeah, basically it's a bonus. Yeah,
bonus action. I mean, sorry, yeah, bonus
So
action.
then, as long as they're one action spells, I can cast another. So I think I would like to do
Because this is why we bring a sorcerer.
Yes.
bring a sorcerer to a dinner party.
Yeah.
I think I would like
No armor, no
to-
problem.
I thought it was
Right?
for the juggling.
You know what's? This is a question for you. I hadn't really actually thought to do this, but could I use more sorcery points and twin chromatic orb? I wasn't going to do it, but just for future reference.
Chromatic orb is a single target.
Yeah, it's like the only thing I can do with twin spell.
Yeah,
almost.
I don't think there's a limit to how
On the
many
number of
points you
sorcery
can
points.
spend
That's
in
what
a
I kinda
round,
thought.
and if there is, that's dumb. If you want to
Okay.
spend all your sorcery points, that's fine with me.
Yeah. I think instead we're going to do, because I was going to do something else, I'm going to do Scorching Ray.
Okay, which can't be twinned, but that's fine.
Exactly, because I
We
but
learned
I
that
can.
very early on.
Yes,
Yeah,
that was
'cause
one
we-
of our very first gaffes.
That was pretty breaky.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it was awesome.
Yeah, it was like 6 bolts of.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened to the mountain pass.
Yeah.
So I am going to do 3 separate. Well, you always have to roll
Still
for 3
usually
separates,
one.
but they're going to go to 3 separate targets versus 1, because I kind of suspect. I don't know how my fire's going to do on this dude, so I'm going to hit. I'm kind of spinning around after I do that.
Sure,
And she's
I like that.
gonna with the that's what it sounds like. Not really. I don't know. This kind of creepy die looks like a good one to use, but I kind of want these. Okay, I'm gonna use these. So I roll for 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to 3 different
Okay.
targets. Let's say, in fact, let's use a different one. Then.
Yeah, so they're different.
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's just go in this order: black, purple, blue,
And red for the
and
Ifrit.
red.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to do these. Aren't these 3?
Oh, I thought you were doing one for him and one the Ifrit.
No, I
Oh,
was going to
okay.
hit because it's 3 rays.
Oh, okay, so you're going to wipe
You-
out those 3.
Yeah, you
Okay.
create
3
3
servants.
rays of fire and hurl them
That's
at
fine.
targets within
And you know
range.
these
Cool.
2 are held right now, right?
They are,
Yeah, okay.
but yeah,
That's fine.
Cool.
Let's
but
go
they're.
ahead.
As long as we keep one alive. So we
This
can-
is the husband.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. And they're as close to mouse as I want to let them be. So.
Yeah, I understand.
Cool. This one's probably not going to be. So the first one is 22.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, and then this was the middle one.
Is what?
Is going to be a 13.
That hits?
Okay, and then this one's going to be higher than that. That's going to be 18.
Yeah.
Okay. So on a hit, each target I guess would take 2d6 fire damage.
Wait,
Do I have to make
no.
different rolls?
No, they're
Okay.
minions. We
Okay.
don't have to roll damage.
I'm going to roll for fun.
Okay.
Oh, it wasn't even great,
Okay.
but
well,
it can do elemental affinity. So
yeah.
cool.
They're knocked back.
They're minions.
Yeah. Okay. So
Cool.
you're all set.
I am totally set.
All right. Brilliant.
I'm going to begin chanting a prayer to Oladra
Yeah.
for protection and her blessing, and to send this cocksucker home, back where he belongs. I'm going to walk up and touch him.
Oh, do you have Bane?
No, I have Dispel Evil.
Oh, dispel evil.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
How do we know
That's-
he's evil?
He's
Yeah.
kind of being a dick right now.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Being a dick and being evil are 2 different things.
Rob is an expert in this.
Look.
IRL
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Asking-
that's what I'm doing. He needs to.
Yeah.
So
for a friend.
first things first.
Yes.
I just need to touch him. Do I need
Is
to?
it over here okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
It's perfect. I need to touch him.
And you're like, ooh, hot.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So hot right
Yeah.
now. Isn't it?
Oh, no.
That didn't go.
Did he dodge?
Do you want to take a bad luck?
Dude. Oh, you don't have it. Inspiration. Sorry.
Apparently, we haven't done anything inspirational.
No.
Even though we had 2 good toasts.
Yeah, we did
and
toasts.
like we've been role playing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the toast was great. Take an inspiration for a toast.
I rolled
Thank
a
you for
1.
reminding
Thank
me.
you.
I rolled a 1. So I think he needs to take an attack of opportunity at me.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have an attack of opportunity, but I am lodging a hard move in the parlance of.
No,
Of the PBTA.
I get that by rule he does not have an attack of opportunity,
Yeah,
but I critically failed.
yeah.
He needs I think he needs to take an attack of opportunity at me.
All right. That's a miss. Yeah, great.
Whiff, whiff, whiff.
Fortunately, the spell lasts.
Oh, so as soon as you touch him, it goes off. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's a good one. He's got
So-
a loaded finger.
Yeah, what does that look like kind of to us? Because I don't know that we've ever seen. Well,
Yeah. Well, I guess actually the trick is
Yeah.
his waist is up here, and there's just smoke down here.
That's fair.
So that's
fine.
You know, you're like trying to.
you're kind of you move into it pretty much.
I told you
And
not
you're
to
like-
wear armor.
Yeah, and he's like, wrong hole.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry.
Dude,
Oh
dude,
boy.
stop.
Yeah,
Oh.
I
Okay.
apologize.
Moving on.
No, I want to talk more about that.
Roger, what's your turn?
I'm going to take a 5-foot step forward
Yeah.
so that everyone is now within 5 feet of me again.
Not
guys.
Breland.
Nice.
Well, I'm not. I'm less worried about Breland, and I'm more concerned of.
I don't know. These hexes aren't working for me. We did an experiment.
Yeah.
For those just listening, I tried the hex side of the map just to see if it was all right, and I think it works great for battle gaming, but D&D is built on squares. So,
by squares, 4 squares.
yes.
So after taking the 5-foot step forward, I am going to say a short prayer to Balinor. Basically, Balinor, I'm not your only servant here. Please aid these people in their fight against. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Rower.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna cut up the pieces of my finery that are burning. I'm gonna cut a little white band, wrap it around my head, and then finish casting aid.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast it a 3rd level spell. So everybody, I can target 3 people, and I'm gonna target the Sultan, her wife, and her husband. All
Okay.
get 10 extra hit points.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Wow.
That will
That's cool.
hopefully. Yeah, that's good. That could never be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other like a bonus action or anything you have?
No. Just pray that he doesn't hit me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me put plus 10 hit points. Okay, the servants are done. Wait, is this guy still up?
Yep.
Oh my god, I got one dude!
Oh my god, he's like a little kobold too, but I know he's not, but
Not
he's
really.
adorable.
Has he eaten a baby?
Alright, do you want odd or even?
For decide whether he attacks me?
Yeah.
He attacks me.
Okay. There it is.
You're like, I need to do penance. I
Oh,
rolled a
that's
1.
a hit.
Yeah, that was a pretty good roll.
That's a 26. So,
Oh my gosh.
that's 5 damage.
That's less impressive.
Yeah. Minions.
Oh, dude, just right in the liver with a toothpick.
Yeah. Okay. That's so I'm just gonna cross out that S. Servant is done. And Risa,
Um,
you gonna slurp your way over there?
no.
Slurp.
So, I'm gonna pop back into human form.
Okay. Elf.
Or elf form, sorry.
No, human
Elven
form.
form.
Go, dude.
No.
Human form. Be like, wow. I didn't know you could
Yeah.
do that. Huh.
That's super creepy. And is there like a napkin or something on the table?
Oh yeah, there's stuff all over the place. You're all you're covered in food, and there's
Yeah.
just it's a mess.
I'm gonna grab one of the napkins off the table, put all the jewels in the napkin, draw one of my arrows, and start tying it to the tip and the front of my arrow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm gonna shout at the people, get him onto the balcony.
Okay. So you're not shooting this round?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would probably take a round to
Yeah.
prep all
Well,
that
Yeah,
anyway.
and I want them.
All right.
We want to try and get him onto the balcony before
Okay.
badness
that
ensues.
sounds great.
I can do that.
Um,
Ooh, I don't have a shield, though. I can fix that.
he takes an action to say, "I'm not leaving before she's dead," and yeah,
Who?
the Sultan.
The Sultan probably.
Her?
He points. Yeah,
Oh.
I mean her.
No, not that one.
How are you
No.
confused?
I'm not confused. I think you're confused.
Why her?
I think you're not sure what you're here for. So I think we need to slow down and talk for a minute.
Oh, it's his turn actually. Let's do that.
Oh, I forgot to talk to him. I forgot I talked to all the evil people first. I need to get back into this character.
I know.
Yeah, so while he's trying to figure out what to do, I'd be like, why do you want her dead? Like,
Well, I
what is
can do both of those.
what is
Okay,
she
that's
doing
cool.
to you? I mean, can we talk about it? Like, have you told her that you're unhappy?
So there's disadvantage to attack anyone but you, right?
Correct.
Okay, let's see if he can miss you. That's a 16.
Not because of mage armor. You said I have 17.
No, I said 16. Yeah, mage armor is +6.
Okay, cool.
That's-
So 16.
Yeah, unless
Yeah.
you have, do you have like a
No, I don't
stone
have-
of
I don't have-
cloak of protection,
Nope.
anything like that?
Dick.
Okay, yeah, it's 16.
Okay, 16.
get-
So hits.
You can check the tape. I know I
No,
said
no,
16.
that's fine. Okay.
Uh,
Maybe I was hopeful.
Okay, and no resistance to fire or slashing damage.
Mine was the one that was bumped up to
Maybe.
17.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah, because you have the stone of protection.
Okay, less than 69 points.
You have more of that white.
Well, that's a pretty bad roll.
Why, yes. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
12 plus 15 is 27.
Okay.
It's the best.
Oh, the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Thank you.
Okay, so you have 42 hit points left, and then his other attack is a ranged
You have
spell
42?
attack.
What's your natural armor?
10.
So he
What's your con bonus? Or your dex bonus? 0?
0.
Gotcha. Thank you.
he's slashing at you and seems to be somewhat on guard because he's now fighting 5 or 4 people. But he also takes a moment to squint in your direction, Risa, and he suddenly his gaze burns
Oh, no.
even brighter, and
Shoot.
a fireball forms in front of his eyes and launches towards you.
Okay.
It's not the actual spell fireball, but he is hurling flame from his eyes.
Okay.
Towards, well, him and you.
19, I think. Yeah, 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Well, no. Wait, I'm back in normal person form, right?
Yeah.
Or normal. So armor class 19, 20, 21, 22.
you're 22.
Yeah.
Well, that's
'Cause
crazy.
I wore my regular stuff to the.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was a
I'm
good
in my
idea.
normal.
Well, yeah, because
I just don't have other
Hippie.
clothes. And
Alright.
I have
Yeah.
twigs in my hair. Do you want?
Okay, so the fireball is. It's not a fire. I should stop saying that. But the flame that he hurls at you is just dissipated against your magic armor.
Okay.
It just bursts apart and sort of like sparks, you know. And even Madia next to you is like, "Oh my god!" Like she was going to try to protect you, but then you just
Protected
eliminated
yourself.
it.
You
Yeah.
just said,
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm not an octopus right now.
Yeah. Up yours, fireball. Okay, well, that's his action. And, well, he didn't take a move action, did he?
He can move backwards.
I don't think he's going to, though, because he doesn't really feel intimidated.
Maybe he likes the fresh air.
In the dark, that's what it should be.
All right. Yeah, he's done. He's going to try and hold his ground there.
Does he look? Does he look like? I mean, he took some hits, but he's still pretty. He's still pretty
Yeah.
buff and badass.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's got this, dark red skin, and it
he's
looks
doing okay.
Yeah, and your damage was largely non-physical, so it's kind of hard to
No,
see.
that's okay. That's what I
Yeah.
just wanted to kind of know.
Mhm.
It still
he
looks
says
like
blisters
he's,
and boils all over him from the blight now.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. So that was the Ifrit, and it's Madia and the family's. It's Fam's turn.
Cool.
So let's just roll some dice, see what happens. Is she gonna just run over there like a dummy? Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, she
Monks
totally
are
would.
just made of mobility.
That's an
Oh.
awesome mini. Nice. Good.
Natural 20,
Good job,
Madia.
Madia.
I'll roll damage for her in a minute. I'm just gonna roll for the rest of the family.
I know.
The wife, Mrs. Sultan, hits, and husband is probably gonna cast a spell.
Magic missile.
No, he's trying to do something. So, Madia's gonna do a bunch of damage. Double damage is what you guys wanted to do, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
I mean, double dice.
Oh, that's right.
I'm like, yes.
Yeah, because we like
17.
rolling dice.
Yes, I like
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
the good people
Yeah, because
having.
our options were in the book. One option is
Yeah.
just max damage. One option is roll it and double it. Another option is roll twice as many dice. So,
Cool.
personally, I think if you're going to do that, if you're not going to do max damage, you should do double dice. But that's just me. And that's what we're doing. Okay, 17 plus all of that. So 20 damage to the Ifrit. As she just blasts in there with a series of attacks and finally gets past his defenses and gets her fist right up under his armpit.
Oh, wow.
You know, because he's so much taller than all
Yep.
of you. But just, jams right in that soft spot underneath.
Cool.
Buddy's
It
badass.
looks like it really affected him.
That's why I wanted her in the prime.
Yeah.
I thought
You
you
guys voted
didn't.
against it.
And
I thought
then...
you were also on that.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit of damage
Okay.
from that. That's 6 more damage from the wifey.
Cool.
No, wife missed. Sultan did 6 damage, and then he is going to come up.
Sultan's
So
husband.
the other part of Madia's attack was to move this guy 5 feet, which she's able to do,
Nice.
and then he is going to come around and safely from there use Thunderwave. And this thing gets to save versus Thunderwave.
Wait, who's doing Thunderwave? The husband?
Husband. yeah.
Nice.
It's nice of everyone to be all lined up right in front of the Ifrit like that.
I know. That's what you and I are like.
Oh, Ifrit fails his con save
Yeah.
and is shoved back another 10 feet.
Yes.
Two.
That
Does that also, because I was going to do that too earlier, it's a 15-foot cube originating from him, so it's...
No, it's in front of you.
Oh,
Yeah.
my thing says cube.
Yeah, it's a cube in front of you, going away from you, not out from you.
cool. Because that was going to be my sacrifice. is that I thought it
and I
hurt.
think it does 2d6 damage or
Cool.
something. Oh, he's casting it as a 3rd level spell, though. Does anyone have
fantastic.
Thunderwave?
Thunderwave?
Thank you.
Here, I can
Yeah, I
look
have Thunderwave right there.
Yeah,
Oh.
thank you.
or Gina's.
I've got a paper.
And
You
then
should send me your thing so we can do that.
Second
and
level,
make
it's
it
1d8. Okay, so
Oh,
it's
yeah,
2
yeah,
more
yeah,
d8.
should-
4d8. That's good. I was going to roll
Cool.
d6s too. I was going to cheat him.
Yeah.
Da.
Thank you for clarifying that. That makes it a
48.
lot happier.
15 plus
thank you.
9 is probably 24.
Really?
15 plus 9? 24?
Yeah,
Yeah.
24.
Okay.
I mean, last I checked, they may have changed
I
it.
liked how you were like, probably. I'm like, what
Whatever.
do you mean?
Yeah,
I
new-
don't know why
new
you said
math.
probably.
Math
Okay.
Using non-Euclidean geometry.
D&D is different.
Yeah, so husband stepped up. I should probably name the husband and the wife. I never did.
Oh, I like husband and wife.
Sultan's
Is
husband.
clearly
Yeah.
casting a spell.
Husband.
He's some sort of wizard, and then brings his hands down in a big clap, and that is literally what happens. A thunderclap. What did you do?
I made a really bad joke just as I was drinking some wine. I had to wait.
You made the joke?
No, he did.
Oh, I thought you were laughing
Wait,
at your
what'd you
own
say?
joke.
Yes, I am
I missed
hilarious. But
You need to share with the class.
I was like, Sultan's husband. He's like, yeah, husband, to name this.
Really?
Husband and wife.
No.
Not even really.
I refuse.
Yeah. You and I are like,
Why? She's still going.
Okay, no more wine for Kimmy.
Oh my goodness.
we're waiting for this one.
Glad I drove myself today.
He's like,
nothing to do with the
boom.
wine.
4 hours sleep
Yeah.
for like the last couple
Mic
nights.
drop.
All right.
Funny.
So that's all of Sultan
Stop
fam. Sultan fam is
guys.
all taking their turn.
Spam.
Zara, it's your turn.
It's Rob Silly. Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I wasn't expecting that. I would like you to tell me that there are interesting things in the room.
Oh,
over
there's
here.
all
'Cause
kinds of
there's
stuff.
gotta be
There's
statues
shrapnel and
or-
there's suits of armor on this side and over here, and
Yeah.
there's all this like plates and bowls and
I would like to animate objects.
Oh, okay.
on
All right, you two.
Whatever seems most appropriate over here. Like if you've got 2 or 3 or 4 suits of armor,
yeah.
Don't make me pull
Yeah,
this
how many
podcast
things
over.
can you animate?
I can animate up
Oh,
to.
hold on, let's wait a second.
No, I'm
Okay.
not. Don't do that.
Well,
Yeah, don't wait. They're like,
if
don't
you're
wait.
listening on audio, it may be a little difficult.
Yeah.
Stop. I'm done.
All right,
My mic off.
that is also an
I think I
acceptable
won.
solution.
I think you did. You broke
Is
Kimmy.
breaking Kimmy the goal?
She's
Yeah.
crying.
Oh my goodness.
This game is getting super feely. Kimmy's crying.
Okay,
That's not good.
so it's okay to cry. It's okay.
It's
to
okay to cry.
I, seriously,
Crying
you
is
said
the saddest.
husband.
It's all right to cry. It might make
That's
you
like
feel
a
better.
3-year-old's joke.
It's all right. There's a whole poem I had to learn in high school about that.
Animate objects.
Yeah, how many things can you?
I thought it said 10, but it depends on the size. That's why. So it's up to 10 non-magical objects within range, and it's 120 feet range.
Yeah, but those are probably little objects,
Yes,
right?
medium targets count as 2 objects.
Oh, okay.
Large targets count as 4.
Yeah, Suits of armor are medium.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
yeah, so that's you could get. There's 2 here and 2 here, so you could get all 4 of them.
Okay. I'll go ahead and animate all 4 of those.
Okay, cool.
And I've never cast this before. And blah, blah, blah. Oh, so
I'm gonna need
they're animated.
some dudes.
They animate, so no one's ever seen this in any sort of fantasy anything ever. But the suits of armor animate.
Oh
Like-
my
like the
goodness!
suits
Super unique.
Like the the suits of armor that we saw in the crypt.
Yeah.
Weren't they animated?
yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We've never seen this before. No, we totally have.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no, but that's but it's like to me, then I'm like, I don't know if you did it, or I don't know if this is like the natural defenses of like the Karazoshians.
You might know in a second, and they're verbal, and so
Oh,
if you
okay.
can hear her kind of chanting and make like
Rise,
motioning.
my minion.
Yeah, no, that's not
You
what
hear,
she's saying.
oh, grandfather's armor.
But she also, as the bonus action, can mentally command any creature she makes with the spell. And
All right.
all of them I would like to command. Attack the Efreet.
Okay, this one, I think they can all get a charge attack.
Okay.
Why don't you roll some 20s for me?
They can get summoned and
Cool.
or animated and attack on the same turn.
Well,
Well,
it says
I can
as a
command
bonus
them.
action. Oh, you
Yeah.
know what? No, they are
They
gonna,
would go on a different.
Yeah,
okay.
they need. We'll just run them on your initiative, but
Cool.
well, you've given the order. They're going to
Yeah.
run off and do that on your next turn.
Yep,
unless
on
it says
next
where-
turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because
that
I can
makes
give
more
it the
sense.
command, but then you decide what action the creature
Okay.
will take and where it will move during its next turn.
All right. We'll reverse that a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we'll
Sorry.
follow up after. Cool. That's going to be fun.
Cool.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Do you have a move action or anything you want to do? Bonus? Oh, you used your bonus action to command them
Yeah. I think I'm actually good.
right here at the table. Are you still in your seat?
No, I think she's. That would be funny. Yeah.
Your
no,
feet up on the table?
I think she's standing,
pointing.
but she's not going to move too far because Mouse
Yeah.
is there.
Yeah.
So
that's
she's
true.
not going to move too far so that she can kind of get to her if she needs to. So she'll stay where she is.
Okay. Brilliant?
I'm going to walk up and touch the Efreet inappropriately.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Whoa.
No, I'm not.
Well,
Dang.
what's the... Wait, do you have to roll for touch attacks?
Yeah, it's you have to hit their touch AC, right?
There
Oh, no,
isn't a
there's no
touch AC anymore.
Okay, well, if I can just touch him, then he needs to make a DC 17 Charisma save.
Is it? Does it say in the?
what is your
yeah, let me borrow that
It
real
says
quick.
I have to touch him.
Yeah.
So that seems like it's an
It's a
attack.
save.
Yeah, but I think...
Does it say what the...
I don't remember how they wanted to handle that. Used to have, you would have one AC for attacking and one for touch
Yeah,
attacks.
usually, I mean, in previous editions, it was either an attack roll to hit with the spell, or they had to make a saving throw. It was never both. But he specifically has to make a saving throw against this.
Yeah.
So that means it hits, it's just a saving.
Okay. Then he needs to make a DC 17 Charisma save.
Yeah, I'm
What spell is
just
it?
double checking the touch.
Dispel evil.
Oh, dispel evil again.
Some
Okay,
can only
cool.
target a creature.
Not again. The spell doesn't go away, because it actually protects me from evil
Oh, areas
until I do
of
this.
effect.
Yeah, we'll come up with something. 'Cause I cannot
Oh, attack
have it.
rolls. That's different.
Yeah.
It is not clear, and
Dear call.
I think your instinct is right in that you would need it because he doesn't want you to touch him, right?
Yeah.
And he's defending himself. So,
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
you can use the roll.
Oh.
Was it a good roll?
I have
No,
the
it was not.
SRD.
Okay, no, you do it again.
Yeah.
yeah, since you don't remember what you rolled,
Yeah.
you should probably re-roll it.
That is a 19.
Yeah, that
Oh,
hits.
that's good.
All right.
He needs to make
so-
a DC 17
Cool.
Charisma save.
Okay. Let's roll the orange fire die for his charisma.
Thanks.
Is an 18
Ooh.
on the die.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
He's a very likable giant fire monster.
yeah. Oh, let me make sure he doesn't have a minus.
for being a giant fire monster.
Yeah, right? I mean, it's kind of a dick.
Well, I mean,
No, he has a bonus to charisma, so...
Charisma is not about somebody being likable, it's about force of personality.
Yeah, and the Ifrits are often at the head of armies and stuff, so it kind of makes
it's not a
sense.
funny joke, though, if I make sense. It's not really.
Yeah, it's not as good as husband.
No.
That's okay. That's okay.
Husband.
All right.
Yeah.
His wife.
At the end of the round, Zara,
Yes.
there's a little tug on your skirt, pants,
Skort.
Yeah,
dress,
she probably has. A
Jumper.
nice dress
a gown.
on. Yeah,
Yep,
a gown.
Okay. There's a little tug on the end,
Latex catsuit.
and Mouse is holding up a marble. Well, it's bigger than a marble, right? It's like what's that? A couple inches in diameter, like glass ball with swirling white substance of some kind inside. It looks like it's full of milk, but it's like who knows if it is.
Yeah, I totally know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's moving. It's not like a static, like the die in a marble or something. It's, but she says, "Throw this." Anyway, you can decide what you want to do with that on your turn.
That's
but
awesome.
that's at the end of the round. So Roger, we're back to you.
Okay, so here's what I have been told by somebody much more intelligent than I to move them back as far as possible.
Yeah.
I am going to do that. I've got a feat called
Move 'em
Charger.
back. Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Fantastic.
Usually I do this with my shield though.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would like to do, that's my comfort level, is I'm going to do the it said it was a bonus action. So I guess I would attack like normal, and then the bonus action is to move him back
Just
10
shove.
feet.
Yeah.
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 So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can, one of those plates, one of the big plates that are on the ground,
Mhm.
pick that up, use
Well,
that.
what about
as-
that big silver serving platter?
That's what I was talking about.
Yep,
One
okay.
of those big plates that were on
Yep.
the ground. Yeah.
Scoop
Pick
it
that
up on the outside of your arm.
Yeah, and like
yeah.
hold it like a shield.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hit
Yeah.
the dude and then shove him back.
I love it.
So
That platter's going to be wrecked.
yeah, it is.
Oh,
So no, it might not be the end of the world.
okay. It was so close to like a 17, though.
Yeah,
Oh.
no. 7 plus 8 is
15?
15
Was that against his AC?
against his AC.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
And so so I missed, but then I still get to shove him back.
Yeah.
10 feet.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think he has a save against your shove, right?
Oh, does he? Let me look. La 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 la.
Maybe not.
La, la. Of course, that's not where I have it saved.
Nobody will be surprised that he can fly, right? We're not trying to shove
What?
him off the thing.
No,
Okay. Good.
it's completely not our plan.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure.
I think we can all see he's got like,
Yeah, he's floaty.
yeah.
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 Some things float and can't fly, but
No.
you guys have probably never faced an Ifrit before, but you've certainly heard things. Karazosh knows what an Ifrit is.
Wait, you
That's-
don't know what my plan is?
I do.
Okay.
I wasn't sure the
Was it-
end game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, so I may have done this wrong. If you move at least 10 feet in a straight line immediately before taking this bonus action,
Mm-hmm. You did.
you either gain a +5 to the attack's damage
Oh.
roll, which I don't want, or push the target up to 10 feet away from you if you choose to shove and you succeed. So I have to do
Oh,
a shove
so-
action instead
Okay.
of an attack?
No. You have to make the attack and succeed at the attack to get the shove.
If you choose to shove and you
But
succeed.
don't you get the +5?
Yeah, I
to-
mean it's just.
What's
sho-
is there a shove action?
No.
No.
It's just if you.
Is your attack.
Yeah.
Oh, if I succeeded
you
in my
succeed
attack,
at the attack,
I can do. Oh,
You can either get a +5 to make the attack,
got
or
it. Or I can
Okay.
push him 10
take
feet.
your risk on the attack and
Got
get a
it.
shove for free.
Got it. Okay, then.
Yeah, shove is not like a technical official term in D&D. It's
Oh.
just the word shove.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well then, nope.
Okay. Well, you run up and what you thought was going to be solid, he just lifts up a little bit and you're,
I'm in
Uh,
it for a second.
yeah, you're coughing the brimstone out and
Nope.
Oh no, you're not. No, it's
Nope.
just
Oh.
yeah. You can smell it though
Oh.
for a moment.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. That's
It
Cool.
smells like something that's been left on a charcoal barbecue too long,
oh.
like a chunk of meat that's just
yeah,
charred.
I was like, you should fix that.
Yeah, no good.
So.
And then it starts to fade again. I have a servant left, and
They're not going to run screaming from the room.
Well, they are. They're going to go try to attack
Roger?
Roger in the back, but these two get attacks of opportunity first. Oh, well, yeah, one of them.
Okay.
The husband. No, that's the wife. The wife just slashes this guy as he runs by, and you don't have to worry about him.
Yay.
Good job. Spouses need names.
Solved.
What do you got for me?
Wife and husband.
I think
The end. Okay, so Risa.
Ah, crap. All right, so now two of my friends are standing right next to him, which is a problem.
Don't
for
let
my
that don't let
plan.
that stop you.
They knew the plans.
Yeah. I don't, There's, oh, I've got...
we should name them.
I don't know how Gust
I
of
got
Wind works. Can I look
Oh,
up that one real
see.
quick?
Oh yeah, the spell.
Yeah.
It's a standard
Gust of
action.
Wait, we have to compare. Ready?
Here's what I got.
Yeah, it's a standard action, which can move things. It's not going to be able to fly your bag of gems.
No. I'm hoping to push
That's
him back
pretty
a
good.
little bit farther from my friends.
Yeah, I don't know if Gust can do that.
Okay.
Let's see if you can.
I'm just looking at because I have a list of all the spells I have.
You can.
Oh, it is a strong wind.
I can resist
60
magic,
feet long.
Do I? No, I don't.
No.
But that's fine.
Each creature starts its turn in the line must do a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away.
So that's every creature, though, so it would include my friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it would shove everyone. Although he's so big, you might be able to aim it over their heads. Yeah,
like that.
we could do that.
All right, let's try that.
But that's going to use your action.
Yeah, so I'd have to wait until my next action to do the thing.
Yeah.
Well, I just saw it, like, I just saw each one of these crystals, like, vaporize people around them.
Mm-hmm.
So shooting a whole bag of them and setting a whole bag of them off, I really don't want to do that, like, right next to my friends.
Yeah. Of course, when you move them back, they're just going to run up again.
I know.
Well, she asked me to move him back, and that's how I do it.
All right.
Well, except I failed on my attack. But.
Actually, you know what?
And actually, if you wanted to, you could just gust the bag over there. That's fine.
Yeah, but that would have the same effect as me shooting it, which would still explode them
Well,
right next to
except
my friends.
the wind is moving
Oh,
him, right?
okay.
Theoretically, or you let the wind go and then drop the bag in at the end.
Okay, I like that
You
plan.
know, if you want to give up your move action,
I totally
let's
will
say,
do that.
and I'm just winging it here.
Sure, that makes sense.
One day I really want to play D&D.
Why?
Whatever. Yeah, why can't we D&D?
Does that sound more fun than what we're doing?
Do I roll for that spell, or does it?
Let's roll to hit.
Okay.
Oh no, he has to roll to save. Sorry,
Good.
Yes, that was.
you don't
pretty
have to roll
good.
shit.
That's where Roger doesn't exist anymore.
Strength
That
save.
was that kind of roll.
What's your spell save?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Because I've got a
It
really
used to
good
be
strength save.
15, 16, 17.
I don't know. Where did I find spell saving? Oh yeah, death. No, that's death thing.
It's
Oh well, I've got an
Int?
18.
19? No.
18.
I,
Yeah.
Oh, 18, yeah.
It's-
Nope.
I don't think anybody has an 18 save.
No.
So he leans into this blast of wind, and all the flame starts sort of curling back from him as you're feeding the fire.
Oh, okay. That's helpful.
And so he has this sort of
Yeah.
big halo of fire, almost like wings
that's
coming
kinda
out.
cool.
That's awesome.
And you're like, maybe I won't drop the
Yeah.
bag into this.
Oh, wait a second.
So if you want to use your move action for something or bonus or
I'll get a little closer.
okay, what could go wrong?
Right there.
can't find my one guy, so I'm gonna get. This is Rob's names and my names for your people.
Oh, for the
The husband and his wife.
I don't. There's like 4 names on here.
No, that's why I said Rob made 2 names,
Oh,
which you might be able to figure out where they came from, and
Okay.
I gave you 2 names, which you might be able to figure out. Where
Okay.
They came out.
Great, I got it.
You have options.
Yeah.
He's going to pick Gina's.
Well, they're
Okay, so that was Reese's action. it is now the big guy's turn.
Oh, I'm also going to yell, get back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He says no.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
these
like,
guys.
are you? Who are you talking to? Which one of us?
Yeah, well,
I
who
will
does it
not
seem like-
retreat.
I probably, I don't know. I'll say your names.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Oh.
So he's going to attack you once and
Roger,
attack
get
Breland
back.
at disadvantage.
Okay.
So let's go 1 for Rogar. That's a
You
23.
should switch out the dice.
That's a hit.
Okay. And now rolling at disadvantage for Breland. 16 misses you, Breland?
16 misses me.
Okay. So 1 hit wonder. Rogar, you don't even need your armor. Okay. So
Actually, it would be
18 plus
super helpful.
15, 33.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought the mage armor would help, and
No,
it just didn't.
You know, that's cool.
It's better than it. Yeah.
It's better than a slap in the face with a
Well,
wetfish.
if the servants
Yeah.
had been smacking you, you'd probably be able to go smack.
Yeah.
Oh, servants I'm not worried about, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing my job. I'm up here.
Correct. And that's his. He did 2 scimitar
Okay.
attacks, so that's it. And he is. Oh, actually, here's what he's doing. Both of you you are welcome to take opportunity attacks if you want, because he's moving out of your threatened squares. But you don't
Yeah.
have to use your reaction if you don't want to.
No, that's all I can do. So.
Okay.
That's not good.
Need 17s.
Oh, maybe. 9 plus 8 is
Yeah.
17 last
Oh,
time I
that's
checked.
a hit. Roll damage.
Damn it.
Yeah, I mean he's not hard to hit, particularly.
bitch.
He's
5.
just
Yeah,
enormous.
giving him. Yeah.
5.
5 damage.
5.
Number 5. Is Breland taking the attack of opportunity?
He missed.
Yeah, missed. Okay. So reactions are used up. He flies up this way
Okay.
because there's just enough room. He's kind of up by the ceiling at this point.
He came back in, kind of, and he's.
Just elevated.
there.
Yeah, he's up there.
Dang.
He used his move action and he slashed at those two, thinking maybe he could kill them
Yeah.
before he gets away, but he could not.
And he basically, when he was trying to be forced out, he's like, "I am not leaving until you're dead."
Yeah.
And that's
so
Fadia.
he's up there and now
Okay.
he's staring down at the royal family
Okay.
from probably about 20 feet up in the air.
Okay.
Okay. Madia is this will be fun.
About how,
This is Fam turn.
sorry, before, about how big was the radius of each one of these crystal blasts?
Well, it was each one by itself, like the ones that went off individually, was like 1 square.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like it affected the person in that square.
Got it.
But the ones that were next to each other, it got big,
Bigger.
big based
Okay.
on how many were there. Right?
it.
And about 10 or so went off on this end of the table.
Okay.
And it was a pretty enormous explosion.
Okay.
But I should say it's a vitriolic explosion, but not necessarily, it was relatively small, I guess, considering the blast power.
Okay.
And then you guys got some of the concussion
Okay.
force, but not, wouldn't have even knocked you over.
Okay.
So, okay, so Madia is going to flick this tapestry so that it's rippling and try to run up. She's got wall running, so she's just going to make it look
cool.
cool as she's like
Yeah.
running up the ripples of the tapestry. Let's try to punch you in the stupid face.
Yeah.
And she's going to miss.
That's what I've got to
That'd be
learn.
funny. Let's see. What do you got,
she
Madia?
totally's got to do that.
That's
That's not
no, that's a hit. Yeah.
Okay,
He's
cool.
only got 17 AC, so.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, even better. Oh, she's only doing 10 damage though.
No product placement. Unless I pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Actually, they
Okay.
should. We've had a lot of listeners try these.
Yep, that's true. Yeah. Okay, so Madia gets a decent kick in as she somersaults
Yeah.
and kicks him in his face and then comes back down. But she can't do flurry of blows in midair, so that's all she can do.
She needs to do a better.
Oh, she could try stunning blow though. Let's roll his Constitution save, which is huge. He's
Probably
saves.
fine.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
Cool.
So he's not stunned. Surprise.
Okay.
Oh, the royal family. It's their turn. So the Sultan and her wife are sword fighters. I don't know what they would do, but
They're looking at me the same way I'm looking at them.
Yeah.
Going,
Could they try to? Would they? I don't know. He's fiery. I don't know. Could they cut tapestry and try to? Kind of.
well, they're not ninjas like Madia.
Okay.
She's got specialized training.
No, I just meant like if they
You don't
could
have
throw
anything
something
that-
and.
Oh,
Yeah, I do.
well,
Oh,
I'm just gonna skip
Won't
to
make
the
any
husband's
difference.
magic missile, and
because you're rolling.
because of the way I'm rolling, but
5 plus 6 is 11.
Okay.
11 more damage.
Okay, gotcha.
Where does Stork sit on the moat? Is it
I don't
here?
There.
Where?
From
Oh,
The
right
cursed,
where
the
Jib
cursed
I got the
butt.
stork.
Yeah.
I got the
he
stork.
sits there for Bloodblade and Tusk.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
Can we get him in one spot?
Just to ruin one chair.
Like New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I sit there for. But he's using my dice, and he's rolling awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Bloodblade
Bloodblade.
and Tusk is his like magic game.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
Personally, I don't believe.
I don't
In-
either.
in
He
the
actually
curse?
rolls just fine.
No, I'm just. It's.
No.
Yeah.
But when it suits me, I'm totally going
Oh
to
yeah,
blame it on it.
like the best superstitions.
Yeah.
They all
Yeah,
flex
yeah,
to
yeah.
the
I'm totally
situation.
gonna blame it on him. I'm
Yeah.
gonna hold it against him for all
fair.
time. But
Even though it's not actually his fault.
He likes
Yeah.
it when you hold things against him.
Ew.
I'm not gonna hold anything he likes against him.
Okay,
Where are
so the royal family's turn is over. Zara.
we? Okay. Let's have armors go first because they would go on my turn, right?
Yep.
So I don't know if you want to look at that for what they do.
Yeah. Let's throw some spears or something.
Okay.
How about that?
Sure.
Let's do if it's a medium.
Oh yeah, because they probably have.
Maybe I could do this.
Oh, that used to be a chart. Okay. So size, HP, AC. So they have AC 13.
How
There we go.
are you
Plus
free?
5 to hit, 2d6
Okay.
plus 1 damage. That sounds good. Let's throw some spears. So all
Plus
4
5
of
to
them
hit?
have plus 5 to hit.
Okay.
You're trying
I'll
for
just roll
17s.
4 d20s.
Great.
How wise are Ifritis?
What?
How wise are the Ifrit?
Depends on the Ifrit in that case. Like
Got
there
it.
are Ifrit wizards, there are Ifrit soldiers. It's
What do we have to get hit?
Got it.
17s. So
yeah,
plus
I think
5.
I think only one of them hits. Yeah, I
Okay.
got 2 15s and but I got 1
Well,
21.
on the dice though, that's
No, like total with the
Oh,
plus
oh,
5.
okay.
I got a 10, 6, 10, and then
Oh,
I got
bummer.
a 14.
okay.
Yeah,
well,
that's
you
cool.
get 2d6 plus 1.
Yeah. Okay.
It's better than a kick in the tuchus.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right. I mean, that could be a bunch of damage.
Or it could be 8.
Woo!
8.
Yeah. I live with it.
It's 2 round numbers.
So for me,
Yeah.
I'm going to try to do what
Bless you.
Mouse told me to do
Mm.
with whatever that is.
Okay. So it's a magic artifact. So
Okay.
why don't you go ahead and make a dexterity check
Okay.
to chuck that thing?
Or do you want me, is like a ranged,
Yeah, it's a ranged
so
attack.
like a plus 6?
Um,
my range.
Well, but you're not proficient in
Okay,
this bubble,
cool.
so it's just
So,
your
plus
dexterity.
2.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, my little buddy. No. However,
You get a,
that's
I keep
11.
thinking you're a wild sorcerer.
no.
No, she's better. She's
Yeah, we have a
draconic.
wild sorcerer in our
I
home
am.
game, and I have all those rules fresh in my brain. But
Right.
My freaking character sheet. Oh, there we are. I have the lucky feet.
oh, the feet, excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use that to reroll.
Or if you want to take a bad luck point, you don't have to use your feet. You could just re-roll.
Huh?
If you would like a point of bad luck,
How does that work?
that's a great question.
Really?
I think it's a thing. I think it's a new thing.
He just makes up rules.
I did make up a rule. I did not just now make it up, but
Wow.
I'm introducing a mechanic called bad luck that I'm not going to explain yet.
I'm
Like any good
pretty
GM.
tempted.
But if it sounds risky, you're correct.
Yeah, no, I'm tempted.
So of course, that's the first thing I did was yes.
Yeah, but I think I'm
So
gonna.
I'm
I
not
like
that
didn't
smart.
even know what it was. You're like,
No.
yes.
No.
Well, what does it
I'm
do?
just using luck.
Oh, you're using your luck feat.
I
Yeah.
did accept
Okay.
candy
Yeah,
from
I was
strangers.
tempted by your bad luck, but I guess 16.
16. His AC is 17.
But isn't it just have to hit him?
Yeah, and he's a 17 to hit.
So 17 would be the hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you throw this thing up
I
there.
was thinking of it more like a DC thing,
Oh, yeah.
challenge thing versus
Oh,
armor.
yeah,
but
no,
yeah,
it's,
gotcha.
yeah, he's trying to avoid
Okay.
attacks. So anyway, it goes up, it hits the wall behind him, crashes, and this white cloud unfolds from it.
Oh,
The
man.
edge of it catches him, and you could see parts of him starting to freeze up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I totally let Mouse down.
But I'm going to give you half damage.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll 66, but then halve it.
I almost, because I knew I was going to have to do some throwing thing, just said, you throw it, because that's not my thing.
Well, it was close.
Oh,
you
for
almost
sure.
got it.
I know. What am I rolling? 6?
Horseshoes and
66,
And then half.
and then divide by
Okay,
2, yeah.
cool.
Because he is.
This is flat,
He
but
does
I was out
not
of the
like
thing.
cold damage.
10, 8, oops, those were 2 2s, I think. 18, 21.
21.
So half of 21, so 10.
I'll 10.
Or I mean,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
10.
10.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, that attack looks like it was pretty upsetting. And
Okay.
if he had been enveloped in that, it might have gone even more poorly for him. But yeah, a big chunk of his shoulder, his sword arm, frosts over, and he starts to get bound up in it. But then he roars and growls, and the flames leap back to life, and his shoulder thaws out, and he's now pretty interested in what Zara's doing
Okay.
over there. For what it's worth.
Well, and for what it's worth, Mouse kind of showed us something that he know like.
That's true.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I can do nothing with that information.
Me either.
From where I am,
specifically tailored her to
I
be
am
red
going
dragony.
to chant another prayer to Oladra,
Oh, did I?
that through her grace and power, our foe might be smited.
Okay.
Because he's going to eat some spiritual weapons.
Actually.
Oh yeah, spiritual weapons, great. That does holy damage or something.
And I'm casting it as a 6th level spell.
oh my!
damn.
You have 6 level spells.
Holy
Yes, I do.
Jeebus.
Oh, that's what this level.
Awesome. I think that summons and attacks the same round too.
What happened?
He rolled. There's
Wait.
a 5% chance
You
of
don't
rolling
roll to
any
summon
number
that.
on a d20.
It was a 1
No,
again?
but I have to roll to hit him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you roll a 1 again?
Yeah,
Yes.
I make a melee spell attack against the creature.
He's,
Use my dice.
Maybe
May
you
I have
just,
3? May I have
Yeah.
another D8, please?
Yeah.
maybe you just
Because I'm gonna make a decision about what just happened.
Yeah.
Because I rolled another goddamn motherfucking 1.
angry about it too.
Frustrating.
maybe you had lots of alcohol tonight.
No,
No, he hasn't. Just
No, he hasn't. He
The
doesn't
anger.
no, I
really-
haven't.
No, I
I've
mean
just,
as a character in
Oh,
game.
yeah.
I have just rolled 5
just
ones
Bad luck.
this session.
You have?
Yes, I have rolled 5 ones.
Maybe
Wow.
this
switch
session.
your chat.
are
with
you
the
are
other
you
one.
that are you that conflicted about everything going on as a character?
I don't
Like,
know.
You just can't.
Or would
focus?
you like to take a point of bad luck?
Nope.
All right.
Yeah.
So what-
I would give you my luck. But
Please tell us what just happened.
The weapon smashes into me instead of him.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
swinging a little wild.
So is that Oladra swinging it?
Well, it's just wild.
Yeah.
It's this
There's
guy.
a lot going on this around.
Yeah, I would
Tons
say
of
that
people.
the narrative to that is he was able to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. He dodged out of the way, and the weapon is it a hammer?
Use
I
my
think.
D20s.
What's the weapon?
Yeah.
Aladra uses
great
a hammer.
mace.
A mace. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it swung. He is able to just get up out of the way, and then the mace whips back down and
Cool.
hits our priest. How much damage did you take?
40 points.
Good lord, that's a
You
lot.
took for yourself.
Wow. Wow.
That is rough.
I can see that though. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes magic doesn't always work the way you expect it to.
No.
Move or bonus action? Or is it your bonus action to attack with the...
This is my bonus action to call it into being and attack him.
okay.
I still actually have my attack, so I'm going to fucking hit him with it again.
with the same, the spiritual
The
weapon.
mace doesn't go away.
Yep. Yeah, that's a sustained spell.
Are you
It's a
sure?
concentration spell, right?
I wonder if you can, like, is that suicide if you
That
kill
looks
yourself with
better.
your own spiritual weapon?
I don't know.
It's a 19. No,
Yeah.
it's a 21.
That's a hit. That's a hit. All right.
May I borrow the D8 again, please?
Let's
Yeah,
do
of
40
course.
damage again.
You want this one? It was good for you.
Yeah.
It was a happy dice. You should also use the rolling tray. Ooh, I see an 8. And 7. That's 22.
22
I'm good at dice.
plus 9.
My
Get
dice
it.
good.
Yeah.
It's more than
I'm good at
3d8,
basic
isn't it?
math.
No, it's 1d8 plus my my spell attack bonus,
Yeah.
which is a fair bit. But because I'm casting it as a 6th level spell,
Yeah.
it's 2 extra d8.
Oh, I thought it was more than that.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
No. 22. 30.
30 points of damage.
Yeah, because it's probably 4 plus your wisdom.
All right. That looks like it really injured him. All right. He's this
Okay.
flying mace swinging around. Breland gets clonked in the process, but then follows up with, no, that one. I don't know how Breland handles that, but the mace swings up there, and the Ifrit thought it had missed him and had, wasn't worried about it, but it came and just clonked him across the back of the head, and he's now turning and not real focused on who to attack right now, and maybe
Okay.
having second thoughts about his attack plan.
Yeah.
May I steal another note card from you?
Yeah.
We're back to Roger's turn.
Well,
Can I have the pretzels, please?
that confusion that he has about whom to attack,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to solve right now and say, you are unwelcome at this celebration.
Oh. I just wanted an invitation.
We don't know
We're
why
like,
you're
"Aw."
here, but if you would like to settle this one-on-one, I am here to do that for you, and I will compel duel.
Oh, well.
That's a spell. So he's got he has to make a wisdom save of 14.
Uh-oh.
It's not huge, but
Can I make a charisma save instead?
take a point of bad luck and you can.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
We don't know what it does, though.
I don't
know.
My wisdom save doesn't suck. Actually, all my saves are good.
It gives a free, like, 10,
No, I'm gonna-
10 hit points more.
No,
Damn it.
guys, if you have Monster Manual at home, look up a Freet. They're freaking awesome.
Do you have the
They're
fire
freaking
and
awesome.
the-
You're welcome, America.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, that beats 14. Just since you don't have a computer in front of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's complicated. Anything else, Roger?
Fuck. No, because I'm a ground pounder.
Well,
I'm
Alright.
not aerial
Well,
service.
You probably saw your friend get really hurt next to you.
Oh, that's true. I do have but I cast a spell.
Right, but can you move him out of the way or help him in any
Wait,
way?
isn't your lay on hands a bonus action?
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Lay your hands on
I hope it is.
I would think so.
Or you could
Especially
touch
if you sing
yourself.
it like that.
That's right.
You could touch yourself, too.
Yeah.
I touch
I know.
myself.
Just for the camera here. This is my favorite mini in my box.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's got this great big sword. He's a fire titan, according to the label on the bottom of the mini, but he's useful for all.
As an action, I can touch a creature.
Okay, bummer.
Yeah. So my action was to try to get him to focus on me,
But you still have your move action.
as opposed. Well, yeah, I have my move action, but I'm not leaving Breland's side because I want that I can protect him.
Okay, and you'd have to use that as an action to move him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't be.
And I also know better that I'm not going to be able to move Breland willingly.
Yeah, that's
Well, you make your announcement, you challenge him, he turns and sort of looks at you and, back and forth, looks at you, looks at the Sultan, looks at you, looks at the Sultan, looks back at me, looks at you.
I look like I'm ripe for the picking.
Right. Well, what he says is,
consent.
are you the rightful champion of Karazosh? And then we can't get into a whole, speechify here, but, that's his reaction.
I give him a look like, duh.
Risa.
All right. So fuck this noise. I'm gonna shoot him with the arrow with all the superpower blasters.
But you might hurt him.
Yeah,
Oh.
you might. That would be
Now
really
the question
sad.
is, how many people
I don't know.
below him do you
How
hurt?
do I shoot an arrow? I've never done that before. I've only shot
This
Roll
is
an
I
dexterity
know.
check.
That's why I'm
Roll an
like,
attack.
dexterity check. Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
And add your
It's
dex
attack
bonus.
plus your dex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dex bonus plus your proficiency bonus
All right. New
Yeah.
dice. Come on.
plus. How do we
I
do?
don't know what that is. That's
Is
a
it
2.
2?
Oh.
Those dice are
4.
It's twice as good as Jib.
Oh no, 200%.
These are Stork's chairs. These are his 2 places he sits. I'm not kidding. So something terrible happens, or no, it wasn't a 1, so nothing.
Last time you'll ever see
terrible
him.
happens.
They're gonna
Oh,
go
God.
burn.
It's such a great idea, though.
No, those are awesome.
So I guess
They're
I'm
they're lovely,
mixed.
and I'm fond of them.
Put them in
but-
some holy water and you'll be
Yeah.
fine.
The good news is she didn't roll a 1,
Yeah,
so they don't plop down in the middle of
of
everyone.
everybody.
Okay?
and these
They
are
just
the
go out the
green-
window
you're
and
throwing
destroy the
gems,
town
right?
below.
Right.
Oh, I wonder, can you roll a D100 and see how many people you kill in the city below you? Is that...
No.
no? No? Oh,
I
okay.
could roll a d20 and multiply it by 5.
You've got percentile dice.
Yeah.
But let's just see.
Roll the d12 for the clock, and then
No, I
see
like
what
this
direction
die.
they
2
went.
again. So I killed 10
Oh,
people
you only
on the
killed
city
10
below.
people in the
Oh.
city below.
Man,
No, that seems fair.
Oh,
people
Long
are
as there's-
not gonna like us
Out.
after this.
Okay, now it's
Whoosh.
getting other numbers. Okay, now
It is capable
Right?
of other numbers.
Yeah, it is
At
capable.
right.
least you didn't kill any innocent people. You've only hurt yourself.
No. No innocents were killed. That's
Okay.
not the narrative we need.
Maybe like
Okay.
the wall.
Yeah, it
Starts
blasts
to-
against
I
the
like it.
wall.
Yeah.
And the blast goes off, but it doesn't have as much radius as that cloud, that
Okay.
ice cloud spell that went off. So yeah, there's a big kaboom, and he sort of ducks like, "What? Oh, I'm fine."
Okay.
And yeah.
Damn it! It was
Oh, it was such a great idea.
It was a really good idea. If only
Okay.
we had inspiration chat room.
Yeah, right? Or
Yeah.
if you want to take a point of bad luck.
No,
Yeah.
because then I have to re-roll it, and that dice is still bad.
You're shooting your bag
Yeah.
of gems that you took so long to prepare.
Here, let me
I
borrow a
know.
dice
And
from you.
could have-
Where's the one that was going so well earlier? This one, I think.
Which one? The orange
All right,
one often does
I will
well.
take a point of bad luck.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna roll worse. If I roll worse, can I keep the 2?
No.
Yes, because you're rolling with advantage.
You're not
Okay.
You
gonna
bought
roll,
you bought
you're not
advantage.
gonna roll worse.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
It's
good.
gonna be amazing.
Your bad
It's
luck.
gonna be awesome.
Bad luck buys you
Yeah.
advantage.
It's a 12.
10
That's
plus
still-
your proficiency bonus, which
so
is 4.
14, 15, 16. And
You don't have like favored weapon bow or anything weird.
no.
Well,
To throw.
actually, it's a 17.
Yeah.
As I
he
spend
said it was
Roger's
an
bad
extra.
luck
Oh,
So he
as it blasts.
oh, there's wait.
Kaboom.
There's a help a player to read. Oh, wait. I think
No.
it still worked though.
Yeah.
All right.
The bag of gems hits this guy in the chest.
Uh-huh.
Kaboom! Please roll 8d8.
Okay. Oh God. Okay.
Do you need some dice?
I do. All right. And Sir Guido did help a player. So if I'd screwed that roll up, I still would have had 1 inspiration to re-roll it again.
Wait, there were 8
you actually
gems in
buy
there,
it?
right? Or did you have 6? How many gems did you have?
It's 6 gems.
Okay, so you get 68.
Who did he help?
Me, I think. I don't know. I have to look. Maybe.
Conceited.
Thank you, Sir Guido.
Me, Kimmy, because I'm going to bed and I can.
Oh.
Okay, thanks.
Aw.
Good night.
Woot. Thank you. And I'll mark my inspiration
Nice
points down, so I have that
nice
for
of
next
him to
time.
pop in on date night too, because
Yep.
he's like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, it's date night. Oh, well,
Date
kudos,
night,
sir.
yeah.
So nice job, thank you, Mrs.
That looks like
Servito.
5 dice. You need one more.
I do. I thought you handed me them.
D8?
Here,
Here.
you need one
Okay.
more.
Hey, you have my dice too.
That's a 1.
There.
So
Okay,
let's see.
add them up.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and 17.
Okay. And then the fact that there were 6 of them means it's plus 6, so 23 damage.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Math.
Okay.
I just saw that number. Holy buckets. It was
And-
accidental.
Roll a d20, please. Roger.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not going to roll yours.
Yeah.
It was good. That's a good one.
No,
Yeah, the
but
orange
that's
one's
not
good.
mine.
That's
I'm going
Good
to roll
me
the
most
1
of the time.
that no one can see the numbers on.
So you can fudge it.
No.
Oh, that's a 13.
It's a 13, yes.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's an 18. Look.
Oh.
It's an 18.
It is an 18. Yay!
It's an 18.
All right. Add your, and you don't have to add anything. Roll your weapon damage.
My
please.
weapon damage
Yep.
is a d8. Another one that you can't see, which is 3. Should I add bonuses?
Uh-huh.
3 plus 4 is 7.
Okay, perfect. So Rob, you also have to take 4d6 damage.
I have to take 4d6 damage? Okay.
Yeah. So I can roll it or you can roll it.
Have Jib roll it.
Since it's your bad luck, you have the option of rolling.
I want you to roll it.
Oh man.
Okay, or Jib could roll it if you want.
No.
This will be the moment.
We'll
No.
each roll a d4.
Because of what's going to
Go
happen.
for it, because I will roll straight
that's
6s
low.
on that one.
Yeah, okay.
That's low.
It's
Good.
Standard.
Actually,
Seven,
that's exactly
12.
average.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
that's low for 40.
So,
Yeah.
so if I've got 9 and I take away 12, that's -3, right?
Mm-hmm. Are you negatives?
Yeah.
Why
Perfect.
didn't you tell us?
Perfect. Because of course he wouldn't.
Yeah, but we would have.
I mean, everybody was there when he took 40 points of damage at a time.
Twice.
So,
I was probably looking at my 17 pages of spells.
all right. Well, anyway,
Dang it.
the gem bag blasts in this thing's face, and it actually opens a wound of roaring furnace fire.
Wow.
That's
Right?
awesome.
But and he falls back and collapses onto Roger, who manages to get his sword up just in time to do the last 7 points of damage that he needed to die. your attack of opportunity. Boom. But he is splatted under this thing as so it's partly the impact damage and it's partly the fact that this thing is
Still on
currently immolating itself.
Yeah.
And the roar gives way, his like verbal roar gives way to just the rush of flames
Got it.
as he disintegrates, literally disintegrates in fire and sparks and smoke, and Rogar.
And as the smoke just sort of dissipates, a broken black body is beneath it.
with like his middle
No,
finger.
no, just dead.
All right. Now in D&D, you're not automatically dead.
Well, and also
you're not
'cause I'm
all the way
undead.
dead. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's.
That's
You,
the point.
but you are also alive.
Alive and
You are
dead,
both
yeah.
things. So
Yep.
You can meet the true death.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
We can solve this afterlife problem right now.
unless anybody wants to suddenly start fighting their friends, we're out of initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
And we can
Cast Cure Wound.
try to help your friends.
I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Oh, okay. Maybe the best spell in the game, I think.
Yeah.
11 plus 9, so 20.
Okay, everybody gets 20 hit points back.
Nice.
The blessings of Eladra watch
20
over you.
help you?
You have
Yes, okay.
you have 20 hit points.
Yes, I have 20 hit points now.
Yeah.
I'm not done yet. I'm going to because I can cast it 2 more times.
Oh, nice.
You don't have to gasp.
Oh, that's true. I don't mind.
You just go.
Oh, please. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
There's still probably
19.
motor affectations.
Yeah, the reflex of it.
Yeah.
That's 28 more.
Oh, why?
Go, healer, go.
Yeah.
Go healer power.
Yeah.
And that's 18 more.
Don't encourage me.
So that's a total
Go.
of 20, 48. 67.
Just imagine these pulses. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Wow.
Healing energy spreading through the room. And by the way, this was all, what, 4 or 5 combat rounds?
Yeah.
You know?
So like 30 seconds.
Yeah. It's a very quick amount of time. There's the running and the screaming out here, right? The guards are already they're pushing their way in here, trying to get through the people who are running and screaming. Oh, get out of the way. That's kind of the situation that we have here.
How's
Always-
his husband? Wasn't he?
No,
he's
Well,
cool
yeah, but
now?
he got all this healing
Okay,
too.
cool.
So yeah,
Cool.
that's everything is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
always been a big
And they don't
fan
have
of
as many
Eladra.
hit points as you guys do.
Cool.
Always been a big fan. Right? Yeah.
So here we are.
I look at the Sultan.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of questions, but in the future, with any of your formal dinners, can you just mandate full armor? I would really appreciate that.
Well, she is actually the one to rush over and help you to your feet. If you
You're probably
accept
still
it.
smoking a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's like scales that are sloughing off, and
Yeah.
like I'm probably completely bare chested
I
at
was
this
gonna say
point because
clothes
like
kind of burn.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her husband says, "I have to go check on the wards. This shouldn't be possible," and he teleports.
Okay.
Oh,
He's
smart.
gone. And so
I yell at the guards, "Go follow him!"
do
Only because she's fine, but
Yeah.
he's gonna go up. We don't know what's going on in the rest of the castle.
well, yeah.
do you have any idea who this creature was and why he would want you dead?
The Afrits have been opposed to the formation of Karazosh since the beginning. It was the defeat of the Afrit occupation of this desert that allowed for the original founding of Karazosh.
But why did he say reign of terror?
We killed many Afrits to take this
How
place.
long ago? Millennia?
Millennia. They are long-lived and have even longer memories.
Are you still actively hunting them down?
No.
Like, is there hit squads?
We have banished them to the edges of the desert, but they feel that the rock that our city is built on is rightfully theirs, even though they were simply just using it to sacrifice humans
Yeah,
and
that's not
whoever
good.
else they could catch. And this is all part of the history of Karazosh. I'm sure you've all read it. I don't need to bore you with it. But
Yeah.
Missed that in class.
well, the book was provided when you were landed, entitled. Well, I'm sure you've read it. So anyway, the
Yep.
the Afrits are rarely an issue, but this creature was bigger and more powerful than any of the Afrits we've had to deal with in the past. I can't explain that, but hopefully it's just a one-off. We haven't heard of increased Afrit activity. We haven't had additional problem any more than usual.
Do you feel that you should send a representative to them to ensure that this was
We may. I'll be meeting with my council to explore all of
rogue
our options.
action? Yeah.
Here's my question to you. If it was just the Ifrit, that would be one thing. The Ifrit obviously had minions?
Yeah,
I don't
what-
know what you would call them, but
what
basically
were
associates.
Those green gemstones.
Well, they were magics which
Yeah.
we're unfamiliar with, but I'm sure he was able to recruit mortals with the promise of wealth and power. They are capable of great magics, but Ifrit are often
Handy if we had one of them alive.
That's
I
true.
know. I
What happened to that
looked
one?
at that. The
It
last
died.
one
And-
got somebody smited. The last one
Actually, one of
because he
no, I
came up
can't do
to
that.
smush you.
I can't do that. I don't have that spell, and I refuse to prepare it.
Does that seem odd that she's being kind of casual about this?
No,
or
no,
it's
she's
just-
not casual. She's actually really shocked.
Okay.
Like like Ifrit are a problem, but they're a
Okay.
problem for caravans. You know,
Okay.
like that's the sort of thing, and they can often fight them back.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you know, like
'cause
one
I thought
good
she was
water
kind of being
elemental.
Like, I don't know. We've never seen that before. I'd be a little bit like,
No,
We've
no, no.
never
Sorry
seen
if
that
I
before. Okay.
my performance was off with that.
No.
That she is she's mostly confused, right? Which leads
it.
to like
Gotcha.
I don't. This is so
Yeah.
weird. I have to. So she's calling her council, and they're going to go and figure that out.
awesome. Cool.
But this seems like a relatively good place to wind down for tonight.
Okay.
Is there anything in particular we should cover before We
I have a
do you
question.
feel like you grew closer to the team?
Yeah.
I can't turn it off. Masks is so good.
I actually have a question that relates to that. Could we tweak our bonds based on the first arc?
Sure.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
actually, I was gonna say, like, is there an option to get
Okay.
new bonds?
Yeah, let's
or-
let's revisit all
Okay.
our bonds
Good.
and see what needs to be tweaked.
Cool.
We still got 15 minutes or so.
Okay.
So let's.
Well, in game still, I'm gonna walk over, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
sit down at my place, and I say, I think we were in the middle of something before we were interrupted.
Well,
I think there might be some octopus on that food now.
Yeah.
We can
yeah. I
get
mean,
new-
the
we can
table
get
is
new
just a decimation.
Well, I'm gonna start cleaning it up and just look at the kitchen, going,
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
like, we could have more. There's more stuff in
Yeah.
there.
It ain't a party until there's
Yeah.
somebody
Are there
starts
musicians
a
still
fight.
alive?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, yeah. They start trying. The guards are like, and the Sultan is leaving, but she's like, just take care of them. Just give them what they
there are
want.
Bodies, right? Like
Yeah.
some of the guests.
Oh yeah,
so-
yeah. It's not part
yeah,
of the
okay,
time. Yeah, there's
oh,
dead
okay.
people.
I
over
I
there.
thought they were.
Yeah.
I thought they were
I
disintegrated.
did the same thing. No,
Yeah.
there's dead bodies over
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
so-
Okay. Well, then, yeah, I'll help clean that up.
Brad's
Yeah.
just like,
Yum!
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's part
Happy
of the
hour's
evening.
over.
Look, time, place. I get it.
It also, just as a side note, actually it's not a side note, it's very important to note that if they were able to completely wipe out the royal family and the gentry in one go,
Yeah.
We could have ruled Karazosh.
Karazosh, well, you're part of the gentry, right?
Yeah.
So if they could have wiped this table out, Karazosh would have been in a very precarious position.
Okay.
Interesting.
So that's all I would need for a coup, huh?
Sure.
When is mid? I don't know. That's
Midnight.
midsummer, so this
Yeah.
would be like autumn.
That's true.
Mid autumns.
So who has bonds that they'd like to review? Actually, let's just go over everyone's
Yeah,
bonds.
that's a good
and
idea.
for the viewers, and we'll revisit that. Kimmy, do you have yours handy there?
Yep. So we've pulled bonds. We borrowed them from the Star Wars PBTA.
Yep.
And we're applying them to this game just because it's kind of a cool thing. And we did these at the very beginning when we were first making our characters to kind of help us form kind of a history as a party together, because it wasn't like, hey, this is the first time we've ever worked together.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you want to look that up, Andrew Medeiros did this
Yeah.
free Star Wars hack, because if he charges, obviously the mouse will sue his ass off.
Yeah.
But if you look up Star Wars World Omega Edition, I think
Yeah.
it's very fun to play. It's if you like Powered by the Apocalypse, it's super
Yeah,
fun.
it's actually, it might have bumped over Masks as my favorite Powered by the Apocalypse game now. But they're super close. They're both amazing. Not your particular game, just as a system.
Yeah,
Jim just shot you like
mugger.
I did, but I was playing. I wasn't being serious.
It wasn't a serious joke. Yeah,
Also,
I know.
Medeiros is the same guy who did Urban Shadows
Yes.
with
Yeah.
Magpie.
Yeah.
So- Yeah,
Yes.
Oh.
Really?
All right.
Yeah, I don't
so
know.
the first one is Roger, and I have fought shoulder to soldier, and they have earned my respect. So I've always found Zahara to be attractive, but never told them.
Yeah.
Complicated.
I have 3 that are blank still, and I'm still not sure if they need to be filled in or not.
Maybe
But
not.
yeah, I've served with Breland in the past and disobeyed one of their orders. I don't remember the story to that, but at one point Breland and I were in a fight, and he's like, "Do this," and I didn't do it. Yeah.
Didn't it have to do with our very first Dunstan of Dunstown?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
fighting
Yeah.
the gibbering mouther,
Yeah.
and then
Gibbering
that didn't
Mouther.
work out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's exactly what it was. And Lady Dustin is
Dunstan,
yeah.
is pissed because her son died.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
We should head back to the mainland and see how they're doing.
Yeah, that'll be great. So those are my 3. I still have blank keeps my demons at bay. I don't really feel like I've had demons as this character, although I feel like I might be developing them.
I don't know if you've had demons, but you've definitely had conflicts.
I've had conflicts,
Yeah.
yes. But I feel I might be developing some sort of issue with, like, feeling like I made the wrong choice with the being undead. And then I once wronged blank greatly and still feel indebted to them. I feel like that's probably going to happen, or has. I think about that.
Oh.
And blank lives by a different code than I do. I'm certain we will clash soon. So those are the 3 that still kind of might be filled in at some point.
Okay. I had all 6 filled out. Reese and I have been traveling companions in the past. I think they're very similar.
Yeah.
Quote unquote traveling companions.
Yeah.
I
Hey, look, dude, we party, right?
Bedtime companions.
Yes.
Whatever.
Or not bed.
Wherever.
Yep. Bathhouse.
Breland seem interested in the ways of my people and our customs. This never has really come up, but yeah, it's there.
Well, also, if it doesn't make sense to keep it, we could.
That's just we've been distracted by other things.
Yeah, that's true. Like, the ways of my customs, the undead.
Well, yeah, that could be part of it.
That takes a whole new meaning now.
What was I forget what I called them before.
Oh yeah.
But whatever, the mortal undead or something like that.
Mortal undead, I think is the phrase you were using. The not quite living.
Yeah. I'm keeping a close eye on Zara because I feel potentially threatened by her with the trying to see how far the Red Dragon's going to take her.
What could go wrong?
But although I fed into it as well, so I've been whenever it helps me, I'll encourage it. Breland has earned my undying loyalty. I shared a bed with Zara, and Risa is magically gifted and doesn't know it. And that's where a lot of our arguments have come from.
Lots of it, yeah.
Because I think it's
divine.
Arcane,
and I think it's
and
divine.
She thinks it's divine.
Yeah, I think my goddess is giving me these powers. He thinks it's arcane powers, and they have that really affected our last story arc a lot. If you go back and read our diaries from Patreon.
Yeah. So those were mine.
Yeah.
Gibbage.
Oh, I have to go now?
Yeah.
You don't have to.
No.
You don't want to.
Okay.
No one can make you.
Well.
Rissa needs to take better care of herself.
I do. Especially when I come to dinner dressed like I've lived in the woods for months.
I don't know. I don't see a reason to change it because none of the others are any better or are better. But and I often get the feeling that Zara doesn't take me seriously.
I wonder why. Since keep reading.
Yeah.
No, because there's something he did. Yeah, with his bond with you. That
and I just can't help it. Rogar just has to be the on the receiving end of my jokes.
Yep.
Which I was actually trying really hard to come up with a good joke today. I just couldn't come up with anything.
See, I've got one that I'm going to use as a bar joke. Swipe.
Yeah, swipe.
Well, no, it's a practical joke.
It's not a good joke. That was my joke.
It's
not. But tonight I had nothing.
The end. The whole story.
That was a great joke.
That's it.
That's yours. Mine are. I have some blanks too because they didn't really.
Yeah, that's what this story arc is for.
Yeah, well, and I think it's tough because a bunch of us had magical. So and so's magically, and we all have magic. So.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, you could just have opinions about someone's magic, or
But I had Risa has a secret only I know about.
Do we know what that is? Do you two know what that is?
Yeah, I thought we said some.
It was something.
I don't know. What did you guys say?
I'm trying to remember. Or maybe we didn't.
I want to write one that says Rogar's Kung Fu is weak and obsolete.
I don't remember what it was, but it was one.
Yeah. I'm working on uncovering an ancient mystery for Breland.
Your book.
We're trying to find a book.
I once cleared Roger of a crime, and he owes me one.
Yeah.
A crime he didn't commit?
It's what it said, but he said...
I was like, I probably did it.
It's a crime he committed.
Okay.
And Teharisa is a trusted friend.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I would feel a little better about tweaking the bonds or creating a few new bonds if I didn't have to use the exact 6 I had.
I understand.
Okay.
The groupings are a design that I like, and the limitation is hopefully meant to encourage ideas rather than discourage.
Which is usually what those are supposed to do. It's like like if it inspires you to go, oh, I'm going to tweak this, and it becomes this other thing.
Yeah. My hope is that you would find it like or reword one of those a little bit is okay. Yeah. Like there's always a little bit of freedom in there, but I like the groupings of the bonds as written. So that's important.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching and listening tonight. We had a super great time. This is a great campaign. It will not necessarily be bi-week or every other week like a lot of other campaigns, but check the schedule. We'll definitely be announcing next time we play. This campaign's not ending, even though it might be a little bit longer between sessions.
Yep.
So I'm going to show you the schedule in just a second. If you are listening, please look at happyjacks.org/schedule and see what games we have coming up. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining
Bye,
us.
you guys.
Bye.
We're listeners of Happy Jack's RPG podcast. We get all our game news from douchebags galore. With reckless abandon, we pursue this hobby. From Michigan to Australia and maybe East Timor. Be it rips or exalted, GURPS or Dungeons and Dragons, hero, pathfinder, fate or savage